What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Season 3, Episode 2 of The Bro Show.
All right, so tonight we're going to Mike Scalfani and Matt Cangelosi. Is it those two doing the networking
Yeah, it's
event?
like an entrepreneur meetup, like entrepreneur meetup. And just all people that are in business and people that are looking to start businesses, just everyone just in a room kind of just hanging out. They're hosting it at 618.
Yeah.
It goes to a good cause, you know?
Yeah, well, we paid for the tickets, right?
Yeah.
You helped?
Yeah.
Dude, what's so funny today, dude, I had to change an email to listen to the Bro Show.
Yeah.
And, dude, my whole company went on high alert because I don't email or do anything. But today I had to, like, get inside my old email.
Mm-hmm.
So Kayla's like, we're being hacked. I have like the business, like I have like all my, like everyone's on guard. They're like, who the fuck's on the eClean Bro Gmail account?
And it was
they're
you?
Like, they're like, nobody has this account. Nobody has this account. They're like, things are being deleted. They're in.
Shut it down.
And I'm like, hey,
it's just you.
I go into the office and Kayla's like, I can't talk right now. We're busy. We're being hacked. I'm like, oh, fuck again. I'm like, damn. I'm like, why are we always being fucking hacked? And I'm like, I'm doing my hair. And she's like, who the fuck would want to be in the ecleanbro@gmail.com account? And I'm like, honey, it was me. Like, I'm trying to listen to the Pritzker Ventry episode. I'm trying to like see if it needs editing.
Yeah.
She's like, that was you? I'm like, yeah, honey. In the text, like, Eric, because Eric's like, who requested access to this? She's like, not me. I'm like, yo, it was me. I couldn't figure out how to get in it because I'm so tech illiterate and I have none of my passwords saved. And so yeah, it was a little like high stress coming.
So you caused like the whole firestorm.
Dude, I caused
and you had no idea. You were just at your computer just
I'm just trying to access my own goddamn email, and here I am setting off a chain of events. I have fucking life alert, my fucking socials locked, everything's locked because, bro, they got me for what was it, 80,000? They got me for.
Yeah, nothing's happened since then though, right? Like no,
they're probably they're satisfied. They'll come back again in October, November.
Yeah, they got you already, and that's it.
Yeah, yo. So I shot over to Skinny Joe's. I finally got that cheesesteak.
I saw that. Was it good?
Yeah, man. Yo, I'll tell you this. From a marketing perspective, that guy, I don't know if it was Paz or Geno's, whoever it was.
That was the one that was in like the argument, right? It was the argument between
that guy, bro. Skinny Joe should pay that guy for making that video because it was so distasteful, it was so cringe that it just, I feel like that guy himself put like $1 million or $2 million into Skinny Joe's cheesecake because I think it.
Cheesesteak or cheesecake?
Cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteaks.
Steaks, yeah. Philly, bro. Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. So I love cheesesteaks.
Well, dude, in Monmouth County.
Who's like a good cheesesteak?
I will tell you.
Because I know my good cheesesteak.
Palmer's, dude. Palmer's Quality, the butcher. He sells them, I think, Thursday through Sunday. I think he's got the best cheesesteak. And just because
Where is it at?
It's right in Neptune. The location.
It's right by my house.
The location's a little wonky. It's weird to get in and out, but man, you go in there, buy some meat. Palmer's has got the #1 cheesesteak in Monmouth County. And like, I'll take it to the grave. And I really don't give a shit.
Good bread?
Excellent. Look, here's the deal. I would say this. Whenever like Butcher Block does something like a cheesesteak, I don't know if Butcher Block, I can't remember if they have a cheesesteak on the menu.
Yeah.
There was 2 times in my life I thought, oh my God, Butcher Block cheesesteak, but it's like on the lunch menu. I don't think you can get a cheesesteak.
It's like the burger. It's on the lunch menu only.
Yeah, they crush. They're fantastic. And then, but you know what, dude? I was thinking about this because like when you look at if you try to do a top 5 burger menu, you know, any great restaurant is going to put out a burger that's amazing. And it just so happens
that Nicholas.
We have Nicholas here.
Known for the burger.
From Barrel and Roost.
Known for the burger.
Nicholas Creamery. And also he's got his wine subscription business, which is fantastic.
I want to know more about that.
Dude, he is the man. He's the real deal. He's one of the pioneers of Monmouth County for just leveling up the food scene. He's too humble to admit it, but Nicholas is the one who pioneered and leveled up this whole fucking place. So I'm so happy to have him on. And we have Jodie from his partner, Nicholas Creamery. Unless you're living under a rock.
And you don't know about ice cream.
Yeah, their ice cream is very good. It's fucking great. I get the Sweet Melissa. You know what, Troy? I feel like me and you have this in common. Say you go to Talercio's, right? And there's, Eric has, I think,
1,000 sandwiches.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I look at the menu and I start to have a fucking panic attack.
It's overwhelming.
So I just go, Eric, please.
Yeah.
I go, please just make me something.
Yeah.
He goes, well, what do you want? I go, make me something with a chicken cutlet or make me something like, you know, Italian, whatever.
Yeah.
Make me something. He'll do it. I go to, bro, sometimes it just gets overwhelming with the topping. So when I go to Nicholas Creamery, I get the Sweet Melissa every time. And it's just the perfect sundae, dude. You get the ice cream, the hot fudge, the candy walnuts, the cherry on top. chocolate syrup. Dude, it's fucking magnificent, man.
Sounds delicious. I never had it.
The Sweet Melissa is the best.
Okay.
It's something I get, and then the kids obviously they like what they like.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla is exceptional at like making masterful ice cream combinations.
What do you mean, like just taking two flavors and making it one?
Dude, she puts the toppings, she pairs the toppings.
That's a certain talent.
I fuck up the ice cream every time, and it's annoying to me because I'm a food guy and I'm very good with food. But for dessert, listen, bro, I'm eat clean, bro.
Yeah.
I can't bake, and I'm not a baker or a dessert guy. But man, the Sweet Melissa is just culinary genius. It's a beautiful sundae.
Do you like dessert? Like when you go out to dinner, I mean, I know we do. We usually, I feel like you always pass on dessert.
Since I stopped drinking,
yeah,
because in my mind I'm thinking, well, if I'm having sugar from this booze, like I'll pass dessert. But now that I'm not boozing, I'm like, the fuck does dessert matter? Like, what does it matter? So I get it.
You get it.
Yeah, I think in Montana I blasted some desserts, and then before I was at Angelica's would had some desserts. It was great.
I like dessert.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It almost like ends the meal.
It's like
even if it's a bite.
It's a beautiful, even
if it's a bite.
You know what? Sometimes it's nice to have a bite and then wash it down with the espresso. And it's really nice.
Mission complete. That's it.
Dude, I'm so excited for this episode.
All right, let's welcome
Nicholas and Jodie to the show.
All right.
Episode 2 of season 3.
Episode 2 of season 3.
All right,
let's
welcome
do this.
to the show. More bro show after this. Life moves fast, and so should your meals. At Eat Clean Bro, a proud family-owned company, we make eating healthy simple, affordable, and delicious. Every dish is crafted fresh, never frozen, with real ingredients you can trust. Whether you're chasing fitness goals, powering through long work days, or just want to feed your family right, we've got you covered. With lightning fast delivery, chef-driven flavor, and nutrition you can feel good about, we make it easy to stay on track. Eat clean, feel great, and live unstoppable. Because when you fuel your body right, nothing can hold you back. Eat clean, bro. Real food, real fast, delivered. So we're here. We're at season 3, episode 2.
Yep.
My good friend Nicholas and Jodie, Nicholas Creamery, the Barrel and Roost. What the wine? I just call it like Nicholas wine. Is that what it's actually?
Is that what it's Nicholas wine? And I want to know so much about it because I know nothing about it.
It's
I'm
really
super
cool.
excited.
I'm so excited for him to be here.
Okay.
It's one of the key, I feel like one of the key elements missing in like the Monmouth County food scene, like the knowledge of wine. I mean, when you get into the world of wine, it is the pinnacle of eating.
Yeah.
It is.
When I hear people talk about wine, I feel like, wow, I'm really stupid that I know nothing.
It's
like,
hard.
When people are really into it and they're talking about like, wow, I'm like, it's like when people talk about history sometimes, I'm like, wow, I don't know anything.
They're hand in hand, dude. They're usually together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like that with modern art. It would be the same kind of thing.
Yeah, like I feel
right?
real like I get very quiet and uncomfortable. I'm like, okay.
I think typically sommeliers are very good at history.
They are.
And I was a sommelier for years, and I wasn't good at much in school, but I was good at history.
Really? So I'm assuming you love wine.
I do love wine.
You do love wine. Okay. I like it.
Well, our last Alex and Sal, when I was like, what's your favorite wine? He's like, Pinot Noir. I was like, wrong.
Yeah.
Your favorite wine depends on what you're eating it with.
Yes, that is correct.
So I smashed him, but like, so tell me, man, where did the history or like where did the wine journey with you start? Because I didn't know that about you. I knew like you were a CIA guy, right?
That's funny because it's where I came from. So it's it's how things have changed. But when I was up at CIA, I was the youngest person there. It was back in the days right after the Gulf War, and so the average person was 27 years old.
CIA, like the government CIA?
No, man. Culinary Institute of America. Yeah, I was taking oil from Iraq. I had this great idea to go back to Middletown, open a restaurant.
I get it, because I was talking about
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just, all right. Yeah. Just for the listeners. Who knows? I mean, all right, go on. Sorry.
So they didn't take kids right out of high school back in those days. It was the culinary world wasn't a glamorous business, and it was a trade. I grew up in an Italian restaurant, not my family's, but friends of the family. That's a whole nother story for another show. But I went to the Culinary Institute of America. I was accepted when I was 15, and they tried an experiment of taking kids right out of high school to see what would happen if they would do better.
Well, I'm sure you were the best outcome.
So, well, my roommate was 27 years old. Everyone in my school, in my class, was from the Gulf War because that's what the GI Bill paid for them to go to school, and it was a trade, so it was that kind of thing. So when I went up, and my second year was the wine classes, and they needed to get a special thing because I had to taste wine, but I was not 21.
Oh wow!
And everyone would go out drinking at night, and I was not old enough to do that, so I didn't have anything to do. So I just kept studying, and I have one of those photographic memories. So I just would study the information, and then I killed it in that class.
Yeah.
And then, it started like a journey for me. I went and graduated school, line cook, that kind of thing, but eventually found my way out in California, and I was working in wineries and doing different things like that.
Was it Napa?
I was in Napa.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I didn't live in Napa. Prior to 9/11, you could fly anywhere you want in California on Southwest. I lived in San Diego, and we'd get up, go to the airport, park the car like it was like at a bus terminal. You park up against a terminal, walk in. I think it was about $50. You'd walk onto the plane. No seating, like it was like wherever you get your seat, and we'd be in San Francisco,
like a train.
Yeah, it was just like a train. We'd be in San Francisco in whatever that was, 45 minutes or so.
Wow.
And then we'd go up to Napa, so we'd work on the weekends in the wineries. So that was, my now wife and myself were doing that. Before I went out to California to work, I worked in the city, in super high-end restaurants, and Jean-Georges had just opened up, about that year.
He's magnificent, man.
Yeah,
we were just there in New York, man. He's
he's a super talented guy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came home for a wedding, I wanted to go eat in the new hot restaurant. I go in, and all the guys knew me, and they told Jean-Georges, "Hey, listen, we got to get him here." And Jean-Georges, I came back from California to go work, and I was his sommelier there.
Wow.
And I was doing that for 2 years before I opened his restaurant, Nicholas. So at that time, it was kind of wild. I was the only American on the staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the wine guy.
We're not known for our work ethic. Let's face it.
No, it was all French and German and Brazilian, and it's very different. It's very different. Things have changed rapidly in the fine dining world, in the restaurant world. Fine dining has changed. The definition of what it means is changed. I think some people have struggled with that, and I have not. I've understood it. I think I have a good idea of what's coming next, and that's why I was able to do the things I was able to do. So the wine world was that. So then, at some point in my restaurant Nicholas days, you said we opened in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
It was a critically acclaimed restaurant, thankfully, because nobody came to it. So then the first few years, it was just me, my wife, and 5 or 6 employees. They didn't know what we were. After 2 or 3 years, people really understood it. The New York Times said very nice things about us. Zagat, which is an old pamphlet that most people don't even know what it is anymore.
That was a big deal back then.
It was a big deal, and they said really nice stuff about us. AOL, that used to be
You got mail.
that was before Google.
I still make fun of people when I do loans with them, and their email address is AOL.com. I'm like, really? Come on, let's get it up.
AOL named us in the top 20 restaurants in America at that time, and it just blew up. And Restaurant Nicholas was, it was a big thing. Wine was a huge part of it, and customers would come in, which is the answer to your question around 10 minutes ago, was how did the Nicholas wines happen? Customers would come in and they would say, "Hey, love the bottle of wine we had," but because I had, a far reach in the wine world, I really was tasting things that people weren't getting in the wine shops. Yeah. And they would say, "Can I buy it from you?" And we have a license that allows us to do that. And so, you'd buy a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you buy a case of wine, and then now I have 2 trucks on the road, a wine warehouse.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And so that company blew up.
Wow.
And that started probably, hitting it hard right after the Great Recession. So, like the first 8-9 years of Restaurant Nicholas were just plugging away. And then, by probably 9, 10, 11, we were starting that process. And
you ship nationwide.
Yeah, we ship nationwide.
You do.
Yeah.
At nicholaswines.com. And we could ship to almost every state.
I got to set you up with my boy Josh.
Okay.
Josh, what's his Instagram handle? Josh Eats Food or something, or Josh's Food Stuff. He's a Som.
Josh, don't we know
Josh?
Josh?
Why doesn't he promote your wines? He's a Som. He does these like food videos, and I go, Josh. I go, Josh. Like, people think you're just some asshole in your car. I'm like, you got to let them know, like, you're actually you're qualified to review food, bro. Because like, Greg like would go and like get on mad at these like food influencers. A lot of them really probably shouldn't be reviewing food, but Josh, I feel like Josh, if he promoted just tasting some of your stuff, I mean,
Yeah.
What's better than food and wine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have our own labels and certain things. My daughter is Juliana Layla, and we have a Juliana Layla Cab, Chard, Pinot Noir, very popular, different things we do. But we have, we sell everything in Nicholas Wines.
Bourbons.
Bourbons, tons of bourbons.
Wow.
We're
Okay.
actually a huge bourbon buyer, and we do about 40 barrels of our own bourbon a year. And that's where I go to Kentucky and pick my own barrels of Russell's Reserve or Woodford or
Wow.
you name them. If you name them, I've had it. Eagle Rare. I have my own barrel of Blanton's.
When you're in Kentucky, because I was out for the Kentucky Derby, is it me or are they just the best at frying food? What the fuck are they using, dude? Dude, you go into Kentucky, everything that's fried, you're like,
yeah,
They know what they're doing.
The fryers are singing in Kentucky.
Yeah.
yeah.
Are they at a different temperature or something? What is happening?
They have a different eating style than us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
come on.
I think when you fry in lard,
Is that what they're doing? They gotta be. They gotta be frying in something good. Because I never really eat fried food. I'm like, Kayla, this is like the pinnacle of fried.
Yeah. Why don't you just ask?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, they are nice. They're not. It's not like New Jersey. They're New York.
I'm not
Right?
telling you my secrets.
Right.
They'll
Yeah.
probably tell you.
Come on.
Yeah.
When you're eating in Kentucky, though, tell me
Yeah.
about eating in Kentucky.
Listen.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you better go for a run in the morning. But
Yeah.
The food's great down there. The bourbon, the people are great people down there. I've had so many great experiences in my trips to Kentucky. I have so many funny stories from being in the distilleries. And, it's not uncommon for me to taste 50, 60 barrels of bourbon at a time with a master distiller.
Wow.
Going through what will become, because bourbon is blended most of the time.
Yep.
So you taste a Woodford, you have it today, 10 years from now, 5 years ago, they're going to taste the same. But every barrel is different. And so that means some are better than others. And they blend too spicy, too sweet, too high in alcohol, too low in alcohol to get to that's a master taster. So I get invited in to taste with them, but then I get to pick what I think is the best barrel. It gets separated.
Are you
and
a
then
master taster?
I'm not gonna
With these guys though,
Yeah.
when they're like
They sniffed
leather,
it.
they're like
yeah.
leather,
Yeah.
they're like pencil shavings. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit,
they know.
dude. It's like some of those. I'm like,
But just think about it. If
fruity.
you're
I
cooking,
don't know.
sometimes if you're eating something, you can sometimes tell what's in it. It's the
Right.
same
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I can tell you,
So-
I was in Montana a couple weeks ago, and they were like, "Oh, this is great, a Michelin star chef." The guy was putting tomato paste in the meatballs. I wanted to.
Yeah.
You
That's
do
rough.
that? Come
no,
on, come
no.
on. No one
But
does that.
Jodie's been with me like when we were tasting with Eddie and Jimmy Russell at Wild Turkey, and I think that day we might have tasted 100 barrels of bourbon.
I got to do
and-
R&D with you
Yeah,
because
and-
my wife.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "I'm not drinking, baby. I'm doing R&D."
And we had
Jamie, you're blacked out. I have to taste them all.
That's what I'm here for. It's my job.
Do you spit it back out?
Yeah, we
'Cause,
spit
like,
it. We
Yeah,
spit
you
it back
can't
out.
imagine
Yes.
100 barrels. You have to spit it out.
So we're making notes.
Waste.
We're making notes. Eddie is making his
He's a
notes.
sweetheart, by the way.
Yeah, great guy. And I'm making notes
yeah.
on the other side. We then narrowed it down to 10 barrels, but our 10 barrels were the same.
Oh,
Like
wow.
our 10 barrels were the same, and then the one that became Nicholas Barrel Reserve was both the same barrel. And we're not talking to each other.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I'm writing, when he's writing,
Yeah.
I think if you looked at the notes, you wouldn't see pencil shavings and
Yeah.
tar and stuff.
Yeah.
It's numbers, because like where I think that taste is, and
Like
and
grading it.
grading
Yeah,
it,
okay.
like, and so when you get a bottle of bourbon from Nicholas Wines that has my name on it, my customer base has kind of learned my flavor profile, what I'm looking for. So you get an Eagle Rare off the shelf, or you get a Nicholas Barrel Reserve Eagle Rare, they're going to taste totally different. Now you may think the other one's better, then that's okay. But we've done tastings in the restaurant where we blind tasted them, and literally we'd have 50, 60 people in a room, and they would all pick
Wow.
the Nicholas Barrel Reserve.
By the way, going to a tasting with Nicholas and seeing these guys,
gotta be
they're
fun.
taking him into, you're in an old school Rick house. Like you're not in their professional
Yeah.
tasting rooms. Like they're taking it, tapping it
That's fun.
right out of the barrel. It's incredible.
Really?
And
Yeah.
what you might, this is where you might have a problem.
Oh, I have lots of problems.
There's no talking.
Oh, there's no talking.
None.
No, we don't talk. But that's like that in the wine industry. It's the same way. When I'm tasting and I'm buying for Nicholas Wines and stuff like that,
You're
and,
focused.
and all the when a winemaker comes and meets me, or when a wine salesman, everyone who knows me knows, don't talk to him.
Oh yeah.
It's just let me just do my thing.
You're in your zone. That's
We're just
it.
it just
Yeah,
we're,
it's
this is business.
Yeah.
I mean, this is business.
Yeah.
So
You're not
Well,
there to
it's
get. You're not there to get wasted. You know,
Yeah.
that's not the
No.
point.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm for. But also, you're putting your name on it, which you take your name very serious.
Yeah.
You know, so this is you. So another thing.
Some people say too serious.
Yeah. Well,
Can never be too serious.
can we talk about, dude? You told me that story. Dude, Dave Portnoy is doing a pizza tasting, and somebody, one of Nicholas's like fans or big customers,
My cousin
hijacks, bro.
My cousin Vinny.
Oh, it was my cousin Vinny.
Uh-huh.
Hijacks Dave Portnoy off a video and is like, no, you're at the wrong place. Like Kanye West, the microphone.
He did.
Really?
He
And
really did.
and sends him.
That's
like,
all
I don't,
true.
you guys, were you guys even open?
Now it's just a 100% true story. Jody and I are in Tinton Falls. It's the first day. It's the opening day of that store, and Vinny calls me up. He goes, "Got Portnoy," and I go,
He's tied up in my back seat.
and I go, and he goes, and there's a pizza named after my cousin Vinny. He goes, "Throw cousin Vinny in the oven. It's like we need to get in and out." And I said, "I don't know what you're talking about. Like there's a line out the door at the Tinton Falls.
Those lines
and
are real.
And he's like, and you know, it's opening day. We're working it right, and that I think was our third store. So it's not like we had like really it down like
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I'm serious. And I said, "Are you really serious?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm really serious." So I said, "Okay." And I said to Jody, I go, "I think I better go." So I go out the door. I pull up the side street at Barrel and Roost.
Yeah.
I park in our neighbor's driveway because you couldn't get in the restaurant. It was so packed. I come in the side door, come up, and Portnoy is standing in my foyer. I said, "Hey, you know, thank you for coming. And, seriously, thank you for everything you did for the restaurant industry during COVID." Because we weren't really out of COVID at that point. We're going back 5 years
What
ago.
a nightmare that
And
was.
he's like, you know, all good. And he goes, "Let me ask you something. Am I in trouble here?" And I go like this. I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "This guy he kidnapped me. He threw me in the back of this truck."
Shut the hell up.
And I said to him, so my cousin Vinny makes suits for a lot of celebrities. He's a tailor. And I've met a lot of celebrities with him.
Yeah.
So I just assumed he was friends with him. And the next thing you know, Vinny is coming up from my kitchen.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Come on, let's go." And he's walking, and he goes, and I said, and just as he goes, "I got kidnapped." I go, "Who kidnapped?" He goes, "This guy." And I went, "Oh no."
Oh no. My cousin Vinny. Oh God.
I said, "Oh no." And he said, you could see Portnoy was definitely, he wasn't playing. So he's kind of like that Woody Allen character, like a little bit this. And then the moment the camera comes on, he turns into the David Portnoy we know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was like, "Oh, that's a different guy I was just talking to." And then they reviewed the pizza together. But my guys come up from the kitchen and he goes, "He just took the pizza out of the oven." Vinny went down to my kitchen because Portnoy said he was leaving because the pizza was taking too long. And he took
was the pizza finished right? Or
it wasn't finished totally.
Yeah.
But look, he gave us a good review and all that.
Yeah, but
in
that's got to drive you crazy.
That's all right. In the review, Portnoy goes, "Look at that guy. He looks like he's going to kill you."
Yeah,
And he's talking to me because I'm just standing there. And because Portnoy's like, "Are you going to do takeout?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
And he's like, and Vinny's like, "No, he'll do takeout."
Yeah. New Jersey is such a place.
And Portnoy said, "I don't think that guy looks like he's going to do takeout."
Yeah.
And I go, "I'm not doing takeout."
Yeah.
And he said, so Portnoy reviewed it and whatnot. And it became a thing because people were calling, "Can we?" No. Thank God we didn't get in the eights. We'd have had a real problem because I wasn't doing takeout. I still don't. We've been open all these years. I still don't do takeout. You call for a pizza? No.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I always like when super qualified chefs go like your burger, your pizza. Like I love it when like the real elevated people come down to like everyday just great food. And it's like, God.
I like that you don't do takeout.
Yeah, because you know what it is during COVID, I did takeout once. Like my restaurant Nicholas closed. We closed in 2000. Just as March
2020,
March 14th, 2020. So COVID started March 14th, 2020, and then we started construction on what became Barrel and Roost on April 1st. So
what was that decision like? You were just over the white tablecloth, or you wanted to do something a little bit more mass appeal?
I always am watching what's going on in the industry, and for the first 16 years Restaurant Nicholas was open, people always assumed we required jackets, but we didn't. We just said jackets suggested but not required.
Okay.
That was our what we said. And sometime in 2016 or so, someone showed up in shorts, and it was their anniversary. And we didn't know what to do. And I know that
Was he covered in tattoos?
No,
like
no.
khaki shorts, like an
No, but
evening?
we're talking in 2026.
Yeah.
Everyone's thinking, oh, well,
Yeah.
so a guy showed up in shorts. We're talking 2016. That did not happen. And
That's
so
true.
you showed up in shorts. The valet took your car. You have a circle driveway. You're coming in for your anniversary. And I'm being totally honest. We did not know what to do. So we were like, well, we had bar N, which was a little bar off to the side, which had a menu and it was more casual. And I said to the guy, I said, look, I'm going to seat you in this nice table in the corner for you for your anniversary. And we're going to seat you in here. And he said to me, why? And I said, well, because it's the more informal dining room. He goes, but why are you putting me in the more informal dining room?
Because your knees are exposed.
And I said, because it seems like you're more informal.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I want to be in the formal dining room. And it became like all right, so that incident, whatever, that happened once. And we're just like, no, that guy's wacky, right? 2017 or whatever the next year was, it happened twice that summer. And I was like, this is weird. By the next summer, it was happening so often that I would tell the hostess, just seat them. I'm going to run downstairs, act like I don't know you're doing it, because I don't want to argue with the customer, but more importantly, I don't want to argue with the guy sitting in the dining room who's wearing a jacket. So then they'd sit the guy in the shorts. I'd come up, a regular customer's like, Nicholas, there's shorts. And I'm like, oh, what did the hostess do?
Yeah.
Damn that person.
Like, because it was clear that the world was changing. And I knew, I was like, well, look, you could take the tablecloths off. You could put a wood floor in.
Yeah.
You could do that. But it was like, no, the world is changing. And I have to get in front of it. And I could see that people, it wasn't a price thing. This guy, it wasn't a price thing. It was a comfortability thing. And so you could be the old man sitting on your porch yelling at the kids to get off your lawn, or you could figure out how to make money off the kids who are on your lawn.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I decided to do. And so how do I take what was Restaurant Nicholas and the sensibilities of like super fine dining, high quality food, and then transition it into, more casual.
Yeah.
And so we created the chef driven comfort food. And my customers, they balked. They were like, what are you doing?
Well,
and I said, look, just trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And get on or get off, but I know what direction to go. And in business, I can tell you this now. I don't know if I've ever said this to you. I know I've said it a lot in the past. If you're doing in 5 years what you're doing today, you'll be out of business.
Yeah.
The world
you gotta
changes
change
very
with times,
quickly. And the world now, because of the iPhone and all the stuff, it's like rapidly changing. And so you own a delivery service business where you're having high quality food delivered to their home. If you would have said that 10 years ago, like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But if you don't change with it, and we did, and Restaurant Nicholas became Barrel and Roost. And if people would think about it like that from a business perspective, Sears would be Amazon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Blockbuster would be
Netflix.
Netflix.
They had the opportunity.
They had the
Blockbuster
opportunity.
passed on it.
And
how dumb do they feel?
They passed on Netflix. They thought it was ridiculous.
I do think the world is changing quickly. I changed with it. I think there's a ton more changes coming that people have no idea what's coming their way. I had a customer the other day. He was in the restaurant. He said, 10 years ago, Nicholas, might have been longer. He said, you said bread would no longer be served in restaurants. And I thought that was the dumbest thing I ever heard. He said, you nailed that. Like, I cannot believe Nostradamus. Like, he's like, why did you know that was coming? I said, because I could just see, I can't see the future, but I could see the evolution of what my industry is and get out in front of it. And I've said this to people, they don't like it. It's not going to affect us. But your kids, when they're our age, they will talk about, wait, you used to have someone come to the table to take your order?
Yeah.
That's the most bizarre thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm wrong, think about the bread on the table.
Yeah.
Right? And you know,
It's true.
in the turn of the last century, if you see pictures of people on the beach, they were wearing suits.
Yeah.
Right? You go to a baseball game,
Yeah.
they were wearing fedoras. Now look at it. I'm telling you, the industry is changing, and if you don't pay attention, you'll be out of business.
Wow.
And so that's what we made the change, but I didn't change the philosophy on quality. So you ask about my burger or my pizza.
Yep.
The burger meat is ground fresh every day. It's hand packed.
What's your blend, man? Tell me that blend. Come on.
And by the
That's
way,
a secret.
it has
Is it skirt and brisket?
right.
What are you doing?
It
You're doing
has
something.
It has 2 very fancy spices in it that messes people up. It has salt and pepper.
Oh,
Those things.
Those things.
Okay.
And
well, that's like all it needs.
and
Yeah.
that's all it needs,
Yeah.
and it's properly done, and it's done on a fresh brioche bun. And there's a lot of things that make our burger, but there's a lot of things that don't. There's not. You want avocado on it?
Yeah.
Lettuce, tomato?
Yeah.
No. You can get that. We'll give it to you on the side. Enjoy it
Got
yourself.
that onion with that cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot. Listen, the onion. There's a lot of thought behind that onion.
I know there
it's
is.
It's sliced thin. It's served raw. The onion steams underneath the bun.
Yeah.
But what more importantly it does is it makes the juices flow off of the bottom of the bun because it hits the onions and flows
So it
off the
doesn't
sides,
get- so it doesn't get
so it
soggy.
doesn't get soggy.
Yeah.
There's a house-made sauce we put on it, and then obviously because we make so many of them, their grill is always cranking, and it's a popular item. And
Would you ever do a Nicholas burger, like Bobby's Burger or whatever?
No.
No.
Yeah, I love my ice cream company.
Yeah, right?
We're growing an ice cream company that we're going to
Tell
focus
us.
on that.
Yeah. Tell us how
well, hello,
that. Like,
Jody.
yeah.
Oh,
Hello, Jody.
hi.
Sorry. Hey, this is like.
He was in the groove.
I'm here with one of
Listen,
my
Jody,
favorite.
welcome to the
Listen,
show.
he is the
I know we don't get
greatest
to hang out ever, but-
storyteller of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
seriously.
we were so like in. I didn't even
know.
I couldn't even break him up to ask him a question because I was so intrigued of what he was saying.
He knows everything
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah, it's pretty
in
amazing.
the
I was just
industry,
telling my
yeah.
wife that.
Yeah. I know everything.
I could use
about
that
everything.
line for so many things.
Yeah, of course. Well, obviously you're passionate, but you're an informed, passionate person who takes action. So that's incredible.
Yeah, and how? So Jody, right? So Jody is part of a business partner.
Yeah,
right?
Jody's an equity partner in Nicholas Creamery. She's the
Okay.
marketing genius behind
Awesome.
it.
How did you guys meet? What's the
Jody?
story?
I've worked for Nicholas for over 15 years doing
Wow.
his marketing and branding. So, yeah,
And
it's been a
very
long
nice.
time.
we were gonna do something together, and it went sideways on us. It
does.
And
Okay. It happens.
and that sideways move is where Nicholas Creamery was born from, because it was a mistake on another project that we owned the machines, and Jody grew up in an ice cream business and wanted to do this thing, and we opened the first store in 2018 in Atlantic Highlands, and we were making the ice cream at Restaurant Nicholas in those days, and then delivering it to the Atlantic Highlands store,
Yeah.
and we had about 300 gallons of ice cream made. We opened Memorial Day weekend.
Wow.
And we were in there scooping like maybe 2.5 hours. My arm was getting
Yeah.
tired.
Do you switch hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said to one of my customers who was walking in, they said, "Man, Nicholas, that line is so long." I go, "How much longer is it?" And they said, "I think you better go outside." So
Oh my God.
I walked outside. This is a true story. I walked outside, and the Atlantic Highlands Police Department was directing traffic
Yeah.
because it was crossing over crossroads.
Oh, God.
And I went, "Oh boy." So
Oh,
then,
boy.
was
I called Kelly, our master ice cream maker. She's still our master ice cream maker. Now we have a much bigger facility.
Yeah.
And I said, "I think we're going to need more ice cream." She said, "No, I gave you all 300 gallons." I said, "Yeah, that's not going to be enough." And she said,
Wow.
"Oh no."
Yeah.
And
She thought she was ahead of the curve.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so that was
We
in
had no idea.
that was in May
amazing.
of 2018, and we're about to open our 7th store. So
Yeah.
The 7th. So where? Can
and
you
we
name
had-
where are
we-
you at right now? What are the towns?
we have Atlantic Highlands
Mhm.
and Fairhaven,
Yep.
Tinton Falls, Long Branch, Middletown,
Yeah.
Wall Township, and we're going to be opening North Brunswick soon.
Also Middlesex.
Yeah,
Yep.
first time.
Oh,
Nice.
first time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I go to the Middletown one. I'm always confused sometimes. Like, is it Middletown? Is it Hazlitt?
No, that's
But that,
Middletown.
that's a hot center, man, because
Yeah,
they
it is.
have they got Rosie's
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they got Broadway hot chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just look like the most obese human being ever when I go over there. I got
Could
like
you-
a
could
Rosie's
you go from-
pizza.
you go
I
from
got a
stop to
Broadway.
stop?
I got
Yeah.
a Nicholas. I'm like, oh my God.
So Richard Saker, who owns the,
Yeah.
he's listen. It's not uncommon to walk around and see Rich picking up garbage in the parking lot and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like
He's
he's
your-
like an old school
Mhm.
guy. But he came to me and said, like, look, I want to put together a group of people that would, be really interesting in that thing. So I brought Mike in from Rosie's, and obviously we're there. Broadway Chicken came on our own, and some other things have come and gone. And
Have you
not
had
made-
Broadway chicken?
I have. It's very good.
Dude, their fucking
Caesar wrap.
Their Caesar wrap is great. And then Rosie's, man, that sourdough
Yeah, it's killer.
pizza.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Killer
I
pizza.
love Rosie's. I As a fan of Rosie's, there is something special about that Point Pleasant spot. I just drive out to Point Pleasant to go get there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, the other day, my son and myself sat in the Middletown store and had a pizza, and I was like, "This is about as good as it gets." And my son was like, "I agree." And his best thing is his meatball sandwich. That's the number one thing on his menu.
I never had the meatball sandwich.
Does he put
Killer.
cilantro on it? Because one time I had it, there was cilantro.
Parsley.
They made a mistake because one time I was like, "Holy shit, this is cilantro." And it is easy to make that mistake if you're not paying it. Like,
well,
they do
that
look
would
a lot
have.
alike.
I would have think that would have to come. That probably came in because they don't have cilantro on anything. So but anyway, it's got Calabrian chili oil and he's the stracciatella cheese. It's like
it's
the best
amazing.
thing on this menu.
Wow. It is.
I never had it.
Confirmed.
Had it from there. I gotta have that.
It's not a meatball parm. It's not a meatball parm.
It's not.
It's a meatball sandwich.
Okay.
It is. Yeah. I gotta give like. Actually, I don't know if we ever did like top pizzas in New Jersey, but dude, Rosie's is a hitter.
It is.
Yeah.
It's big.
But
it's him and Gallucci, who is his partner at Rosie's, they split off and he opened up his place in Belmar.
Lucci's.
Yeah, Lucci's, which is just as good, just different.
See,
So
Lucci's is great.
they're great pizzas.
It is great.
So someone said to me the other day, like, which one do you think is better? Like, I've had them both. They're great. Why does one have to be better?
Yeah,
Doesn't that drive you crazy?
Yeah, they're just
It is
both
great.
good.
Not
That's
just
it.
good.
Great. Okay,
Yeah.
amazing.
Like
Yes.
you're like, fuck, I'm splitting hairs. You're like, well, like I don't know. How do you like if it's like I don't know if like someone has to win?
You just put them in a category that they're all amazing, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I
One
wouldn't
doesn't have
say
be
someone
better
has
than
to
the
win
next.
on that.
Yeah, Lucci is very good, and plus they're both far enough away where
Yeah.
no one's hurting each other.
Mhm.
I was actually there. Dude, I had lunch there with Joe Leone. It was pretty funny. He, those guys, like just like you have a lot of like people that worked for you. I think that guy worked for Joe. Like I don't know, Joe taught him how to bake or something. I don't know.
Joe's a great guy.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I wish he was my brother or my father. I fucking love him that much.
We did a collaboration with him
we're
at the
actually
Creamery.
bringing it back
we're
tomorrow.
Really?
That's
Oh, you
coming
are?
out tomorrow.
You've
Going
done a
back
lot of
into dipping
collaborations.
cabinets.
Can
Yeah.
you talk about the collaborations?
Well, hold on. My
Yeah.
daughter, I'm sorry. I'm like, you guys are a big deal in my house, okay? So my daughter loves the corn ice cream, which like a 5-year-old, she's
Yeah.
like, I want the corn. So every time we take her somewhere to get ice cream, she's like, I want the corn, and they're looking at her like, what the fuck?
It's corn.
Yeah, they're like, I'm like, no, honey, that they don't have the corn here.
So the
But,
collabs.
yeah.
I want to know about
Yeah,
the
Jo-
collabs.
Jody's in charge of the collaborations.
Nicholas loves these collaborations. So we started it from the very beginning, just to tie ourselves in the community
Great.
and spread it out as much as possible. And we've done so many. We've done Mueller's Bakery in Bayhead. We've done Joe Leone's, Hudson Coffee.
We did Rook Coffee too.
I was going to
Oh,
ask.
we
did you
did
do
Rook
Rook?
Coffee,
Yeah.
which was
Okay.
amazing. Delicious Orchards.
Oh, dude,
is
how much
such
do you
a
love?
huge-
Mike is such a like
Great.
He's the
genius.
Yeah.
best.
I'd rather just watch Mike on social
Yeah,
media than
he's great.
than-
I
like,
tell Mike
Yeah.
all the time, he lost his calling. He should be on the SNL or something. The way that guy can put together a skit, it's
He's
unbelievable.
like, there's this new technology, and it's just like there's this new facial recognition technology, and it's like
Yes.
him saying hi to his customers. Did you see that
Yeah,
one?
it's amazing.
I gotta
He's
quit.
so
So I'm
smart.
I might quit social media because I'm on it too much. But man, what did you guys do with Delicious Orchards?
We do their apple cider, and then every Thanksgiving we do their apple crumb pie, and literally like
just smash
throw
pies
their
up and throw
pies
them.
into
Oh,
the ice
man.
cream and like mix it up.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
And then do they sell do they sell your ice cream at their store?
Mhm.
Yeah, they for that way they do.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
apple cider,
Yeah,
we
you
gave
know,
them
because we
pints.
make it. We don't sell ice cream in anyone's stores. We own, everything about it. We don't-
Right.
And so they're giving us a certain amount of apple pies, and we'll give them a certain amount of pints. We're not ready. I don't want to grow too fast. I want to grow
Good.
at the speed that we're growing,
Yeah.
and keep the quality level what it is. And we're proud of what the ice cream is. We think of the ice cream as being the same ice cream that you would have got in the 1950s. That's what's the special ingredient? We ripped everything out of it.
Yeah.
That's what the
Yep.
special ingredient is.
Yeah. Are you going to the Amish land and getting your milk?
We
I know you are, you sick
Funny
bastard.
enough.
Yeah.
I know you are. Dude, we went
That's
out there.
exactly where
I went
it's
out there. I got the pasta machine. So I
Yeah.
got this homemade pasta machine, and it's in the Amish country. And dude, it is brittle, right? It's so cold.
Mhm.
It hurts. Bro, these guys are on the highway riding their bikes. Troy, it's freezing cold in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where I'm from there. I'm from Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was by Lancaster, somewhere
Yep.
in Lancaster.
Yep.
And we were going to the farm, so we got some cheese, we got some milk, chocolate milk, cookies, all that stuff. We're like chugging out of the glass bottle. And I'm like, yo, I bet you Nicholas comes here for his milk. I'm like, I bet you he does.
Yeah. So our milk comes from that area.
Nailed it.
And
Well, it's the main ingredient,
well,
right?
actually,
Is milk the main ingredient of
Cream.
ice cream? Cream
is
right, but
And-
cream
but-
comes from milk.
No, but yes, but, milk comes from cream. But
Oh,
but
true. So,
but
he knows everything.
Yeah, he
but-
does.
Melissa, he knows everything.
Yeah, he does.
but we're one of the very few ice cream. If you go to the grocery store, which by the way, if you go to the grocery store now, a lot of the ice cream that you used to buy is not labeled as ice cream anymore. It's this frozen dairy dessert
Oh wow.
because they don't qualify as ice cream because their butter fat and air is too high.
Wow.
But let's talk about the good ones that you would see. Go read the ingredients. First ingredient is always milk. We're the only ones that you see that the first ingredient is cream.
cream.
It has to do with the butter. It's just a different product, but we're not loading it with other things. Our air is lower than everyone else's, so our pint of our ice cream is heavier than a pint of their ice cream.
Yeah.
It's just it's a different product completely. So
course.
ice cream is one of the things that you can say, like what pizza's better, Rosie's or Lucci's. I can't say which one you like better,
Yeah.
but you could fundamentally say what ice cream is better, what one has less ingredients, what ice cream has less air in it. If you pick up a gallon of an ice cream that we all had as kids, a half gallon, and
Like Haagen-Dazs.
well, Haagen-Dazs is actually a pretty good product.
Oh, okay.
Haagen-Dazs is a good
okay.
product.
All right.
What
Right.
happened?
Ben
Jerry's?
What,
Ben
but
and
now it's
Jerry's?
just Jerry's, right? Ben like
Yeah.
took
No,
Ben
that's
jumped-
actually a decent product.
Okay. Turkey Hill?
Maybe not.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Maybe not. Breyers, definitely not.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And pick up a half gallon of Breyers.
Yeah.
It's not, which by the way, it hasn't been a half gallon since like 1979.
I never realized the
It's-
weight. I never thought about
Yeah,
it.
you have
Yeah.
to. Well, the weight is it's what you sell. It's the product. It's how you charge. It's
Right,
It's
so-
very important, but the consumer is not really paying attention.
Right.
But I never
so
knew like it was an air thing. You
Yeah, I didn't know
like-
it was air
yeah,
either.
Never.
So what that means is if you put a gallon of cream, there's other ingredients and stuff, but you put a gallon of cream into our machine, you're going to get 1.35 gallons out. It's 35% air. And one of those products, you're going to put a gallon of their mix in, and you're going to get 2 gallons out because they're putting 100% air. So you're buying air in that particular case. Now, some air is good. No air is not good, but some air is good. Too much makes it just taste like nothing, which is why you're like, there's nothing to it. And all of that is thought through when we're doing it. When you're talking about corn, where we're getting our corn from. We actually made tomato ice cream this year.
How did that come out?
It was a little weird.
It was weird.
Tomato ice
It was a little
cream?
weird.
Yeah.
It was a little weird. But we make watermelon ice cream, which is delicious.
love
That could probably
Listen,
be
the
amazing.
tomato ice cream was actually very good, but a little weird.
Yeah, weird, right?
Do you
Do
have
it
pistachio?
differently.
Do you have a
You know
good
what it was? It
pistachio?
was the tomato peels in there.
Yeah.
We should have we
Shaved
should have
them out, yeah,
strained
yeah. Right.
and then
Right.
put it in. But
What
the
about
taste was
pistachio
good.
ice cream?
That's my wife's number one flavor. right
Really?
there.
I love pistachio
That's
ice
my wife's-
cream.
Do you know
that's-
what was amazing? I loved our basil ice cream this summer,
Basil
and
ice
that was
cream
the
is good.
first
I
time.
think did I try that? I think
It was
Kayla got it.
delicious.
I take it back. My
Delicious.
favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
my favorite.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Is
one
yours
too.
green or white?
So that's funny. Our mint chip was one of the hardest flavors we ever made because we originally made it white. And I will tell you, people definitely don't. You eat with your eyes, and they're like, it's not minty enough. And I was like, we then pureed spinach into it because we're all natural.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Give it the green.
And gave it the green, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
I
so
like
much
it to
better.
be green.
Right, but then
I do. I really
it's-
do.
And so ours is green.
Yeah.
Our pistachio is like off because pistachios when you smash a pistachio, it's like kind of like a little bit of an army green.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to have a natural green food coloring made from different things added
Spinach.
for the mint because we were pureeing spinach into it and it was beginning to get a little fibrous. So
Wow.
I'm very happy that it's green.
yeah,
I wonder if I guess because if also I was thinking if you cook the spinach with the cream, I don't know.
no, we did all that,
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
problem is
yeah.
like it was taking too much to
Right.
get to the color.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was trying to say is like
Yeah.
the white and the green. It probably wasn't giving you the color you wanted.
that's right. Yeah. It's a,
It was muddy.
Yeah.
It almost got
Yeah,
muddy
okay,
looking.
yeah.
It was a very
first.
hard
Yeah.
flavor,
Yeah.
and I actually think it probably didn't really come to where it is today, probably until like year 2 or 3.
Wow.
It took a while for that. As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, we didn't actually put mint chip into the stores until probably
Yeah.
the last 5 years.
Really?
We had mint Oreo because the Oreo,
I'd eat that too.
the Oreo
Yeah.
just worked better with the.
Got it.
But that
But
was
it
a
was
problem.
white.
That was no, it was green.
Oh, it was
green.
green.
But the
Oh, okay.
problem with the spinach we've resolved.
Got it.
Dude, the
because we don't
milkshakes,
want to add like
man.
artificial colorings. So.
Gotcha.
Dude, yeah, like I'm thinking about my times at at Nicholas Creamery, the Sweet Melissa.
I've never been there. This is a big problem
Where
for
do you
me.
live?
Are you serious?
I'm in Deal.
Oh, that's why. But we have one in Long Branch
Oh,
and Ursula Plaza.
Dude.
see, now we can go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
This is what the show's
He's never
doing.
been. I had Holly from Rook on. He never went to Rook. I'm like,
I-
no wonder there's people on the internet
I-
calling us Bennies.
I've
and
never
shit.
been to
This
Rook.
is like guerrilla marketing. We're gonna come on this show to get one more customer.
Yeah. Hey,
And I'm a great customer. And like
Yeah.
honestly, like that's why this show is so good because I'm from the every time someone comes on, everyone Jamie knows everyone. He's been talking to everyone. I'm like, I've never been to Rook. I've never been to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to Nicholas Baron Roost
Yeah.
multiple times. I
burger,
love that place.
man.
Yeah, I
You
love
gotta
that
get the
food.
burger.
I've taken my in-laws there when they come in from town. So
Also the
we love that
ragu,
area.
right? You doing the ragu? Is it the ragu or the bolognese? What do you
We do
do?
a bolognese.
It's a bolognese.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't
But I say that,
But
like,
the decor in there, like during the holidays, is
that's great.
magical.
Right? That's
It's
great.
magical.
And then someone stole your fucking thing, bro. What was that? They stole your toy or something? Your Christmas
polar
toy?
bear.
Yeah.
What do
Did
you
you
mean?
get it back?
People steal so much stuff
It's
that I
crazy.
actually wasn't sure what you were talking about.
Yeah,
until you
yeah,
said it.
yeah.
No, we did not get the polar bear back.
Someone stole something from the restaurant.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
and it was on. It became like a thing. But you know why I think it was a hot thing on the internet is because I think it opened the window into what it's like to be a restaurateur. We put out a beautiful decor. It was a centerpiece of the
Yeah.
front vestibule, and some guy just thought, you know what, I want this. And he
Yeah.
took it. And when I knew it was gone, I looked on the cameras, and I assumed it was going to be a kid who was great. I mean, the parents weren't paying
Yeah.
attention. It's a grown man.
Oh, so you got the guy on camera.
Oh, I have I have his face. We made shirts.
We put it on social media.
way.
I should have worn the shirt here.
I was gonna make a Phil Murphy joke and say it was Phil Murphy. But, you know.
There's a wanted
I'm joking.
poster when you walk into
No
the
shit.
restaurant.
Yeah.
See the nerve. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Sorry, but that's ridiculous.
It's
Like,
it's uncommon.
Come on.
And bro, like Tommy, like I'm happy because he did do a lot of good for people and like stealing. Like, Tommy blasted people for stealing.
Right.
Because
Oh,
they were stealing his knives all
the
the
knives,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
why, like,
That's
yeah,
why I can't have them.
yeah.
That's why I can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Well, dude, Tom was saying, he's like, he said the bills were coming in. He's like, bro, what the fuck? Because those little knives that he would put out on
yeah.
the table were like $100 each.
Mhm.
So if like, bro, you get like 20 of those stolen, you're like, dude, what am I even in business for?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like thousands of dollars a day are being
Yeah,
stolen.
yeah. Wow, I can't believe someone stole that. That's the nerve of that person.
Yeah, because
Okay.
when I was at Brando's, and that's how I knew it. Because a lot of those guys back in 2000, when was I at Brando's? I was in Brando's. God, it was before Eat Clean Bro. Obviously, it was around 2012 or 11. So a lot of the line guys, the chefs I worked with, like a lot of those guys were your, people that worked with you. But I remember learning about the knives. So if you had like a nice steak knife,
Mhm.
everyone was counting the knives at the end of the night because
People
we
take
used to-
them.
We used to have to count our silver at Nicholas.
it adds up, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no,
How
it's
much money?
nuts.
How much money are you making off? Like, say you like people think you spend $300 at the restaurant. And he puts $300 in his pocket.
Yeah,
like,
no lie.
it comes down once all your
If you
costs are
make-
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you make 12 to 15 cents on the dollar in the restaurant industry, they'll write a book about you.
Yeah, you're Babe Ruth.
Like, you
Is
know,
it really that low?
You listen.
Well,
there are some
I'm
people,
just saying,
there
yeah,
are some
like-
people who are doing better than
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But on average,
Yeah.
no, it's like 10%. And so he's absolutely right. What Tommy's saying, if you lose $100 knife,
Mm-hmm.
you got to do $1,000
In
to make
business.
the
Yeah,
100.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
you got to do 1,000
Just to make that
to make
knife
the 100 back.
It's annoying.
And
Yeah.
in that case, I don't know. It's just weird because we had the video, so we posted
Yeah,
a video.
It's awesome.
And it's a polar bear.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like
yeah.
you're like, come on, bro. And so the other thing is if you decorate your house and you realize every ball in that restaurant is like $15.
Mhm.
The amount of money that's up in that ceiling and all is crazy.
Yeah.
So it was funny, not so funny about the polar bear
Mm-hmm.
until you realize it was a $500 polar bear.
Yeah.
Now it's not that funny.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you're like, hey guy.
Yeah.
I sent him the video
Mm-hmm.
because we had his phone number because they had a reservation. I sent him the video, and we came up with this idea. Jody came up with the idea. I was like, what am I going to write this guy? And I wrote 3 things. I deleted it. I wrote 3 things. I deleted it. And then finally we're like, we're not going to say anything. We're just going to send him the video. And then Jody said, let's put it on the internet,
Yeah.
or on
Yeah.
Instagram and let people caption it. And people caption, and whoever had the best
Yeah.
chart. So we wear these shirts during Christmas time that say Big Nick Energy on it.
Oh,
Did you see
nice.
what-
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see
Santa.
what won? It's the best thing. And someone, I don't know who wrote it. The one that won was that's Little Nick Energy.
Oh,
wow.
man.
That's a real fan.
That's
That's,
a-
the real no.
That's
Yeah.
a classic.
But that
Wow.
decor in the restaurant is just, it's awesome. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. So ice cream, I got to tell you, a lot of successful entrepreneurs, like my boy Rob from Pliables, right? Like he had a monster win. He's like one of my best friends, but I know he's itching for like his second win because a successful entrepreneur wants to say like they could do it again, right? Like you got it 3 times, dude. You got the wine business, you got the 2 restaurants, and now you got the ice cream. Like lightning struck, man. That's fucking awesome.
Well, they say, the thing about hard work and luck. And if you work really hard, sometimes those people are more lucky. I'm not as lucky as Rob.
Yo, he did everything right, man.
Yeah.
I used to mentor him. Now he mentors me. He really did everything right. Like step 1, step 2, step 3. Like he did not miss a step. He knew what he needed to know at every step of the game. Which like he learned, like he got to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, like he made it all the way through school and then didn't drop the ball and got out. And
How many years from when he opened?
10 years, dude.
10.
He did it in 10 years. He sold for almost $500 million, man. 380 M.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he did it in a way too where he retained a lot of the equity towards the end, and then he walked away.
I don't know him. We've never met, but you talked about what he knew, and I could tell you in as an entrepreneur, what you know is not nearly as important as what you don't know.
Yeah.
That is, and if I ever got it, we would talk, and I'm sure he would agree. There's a famous line in a Bruce Springsteen song that says, "What I've got, I've earned, and what I'm not, I have learned."
Yeah.
And the second part of that, of what I'm not, I have learned, is so important because I know what I'm not, and I know what I don't know, and I'm going to go get help on what I don't know. And he probably knew what he didn't know and found advice and expertise on those things.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's not his episode, but he was incredible at making other people money first. Like he ate last, and that was one thing. It was just
And it paid off.
yeah. Well, it's like he made all the people around him rich first, and then he got rich.
Yeah.
But he made everyone around him rich first, and it was beautiful. It was amazing to watch because he's like one of my best friends, and I was there. I was ground
That must
level.
have been so cool to watch his whole journey from afar and like.
Yeah, it was really cool. I'll bring him in. He's coming home. He's got a house. We were just in Montana with him. He's got a house there. He's there now, but we'll come get a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not drinking, everything will be fine. We're both lunatics.
So we're talking about all the businesses that you have. Like, I want to know, like, what are you really bad at? There's got to be a couple things. Should we get your wife on the phone or not?
Yeah.
So
Melissa's about to cook
what's
you.
something that you're just bad at?
Jamie asked, let's put on another entrepreneur, and I said, no, let's have Jodie and the conversation. But that's a real story. I have a report card from when I was in kindergarten that says does not play well in the sandbox with others.
And you still have it?
I don't play well in the sandbox with others. I've always been that way, and people in the area will say, yeah, no, that's actually true. I believe it the way I believe it, and it's going to go that way. So maybe I could be a little more flexible.
So like your way or the highway kind of thing.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
but you back it up with what you do.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Okay.
it would be.
you're not like some kid fresh out of college with a hot political but like you're like, come on, man, you don't have any experience. You have nothing to back it up.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Like you at least back it up.
Yeah, but you know what the crazy thing is?
What?
At 19,
You were the same way?
same way.
Wow.
You should have seen the fights.
Oh my God. Well,
We worked in San Diego. My wife tells the story. We worked in San Diego together. And George Howard, who owns a famous place out there called George's at the Cove, and he had me out there, and we had a deal that like if I helped educate the staff on wine and food and trying to bring up the level, he would help educate me on business, and I would take business classes with him during the day. This guy, I mean, this is 1995 or something, and he's got a $12 million a year restaurant. Those numbers are nuts in those days. And I was taking business classes with him one-on-one in his backyard. I would teach the staff about things. But how I made my money was at night. I actually was a server there. It was the first time I was ever a server. I was always in the kitchen. But George's at the Cove was all windows overlooking the cove with a huge sunset. And so they made the table stations go vertically so that everybody would get one table on the window.
Okay.
Right? But at the 6-month mark, I had 6 tables across the window. Right? And because my check average was higher, I was faster and all this kind of stuff. They made a meeting, all the staff, and I walked into the meeting. It was all about me.
Oh no.
It was all about me. I was, early 20s,
Yeah.
and I walked in and they said, Nicholas is stepping on our toes. He's taking this. My wife's in the meeting because my wife worked there.
Yeah.
And
She turned on you, or
no? I just said,
That's right. He is. Fucking guy's taking all the money.
I said, I looked at him stone cold. My wife says it, and I said, I am not stepping on your toes. I'm stepping on your necks.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hell
you guys
yeah.
are out surfing all day long. I'm here working. You're not here. I'm making more money.
Damn.
And the money that I made in that restaurant as a server, it's nuts, is what I ended up putting away, which is the original little pocket of money I had to open up what was Restaurant Nicholas.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a whole story. I wrote a book about that.
Oh,
but
that's cool.
That's but that's a whole thing. And that was at like 20 something. I've always had that attitude. So I didn't have.
Yeah. And you had so you took business classes with just a one-on-one
Yeah.
restaurant owner.
Yeah.
What
That's
was
the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
what
the
was
best
that like?
We talk once in a while still. I wrote about him in my book.
Mm-hmm.
It was everything he said was true.
Really?
Everything he said was true. I went against most of what he said. I
So
would
is he
tell
like one of your biggest mentors?
one of
Yeah.
And I would tell young chefs, entrepreneurs, things that he told me that they're not going to listen to. You know how this goes, and you'll find out.
Yeah.
You'll find out. And but you speak it, and passion is really important. Youthful ignorance is probably even more important, because if I knew all the stuff I knew, if I knew all the stuff I know now, then
You wouldn't have thrown those punches,
I would never have
Yeah,
done
you would.
that.
Yeah, I
Holy
think about
cow.
that too.
Yeah, no way.
I think about that too. You'll see when I take you to I'll take you to my spot down the street, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes not knowing things is good,
Yeah.
especially as an entrepreneur, because something goes wrong or something, and then you're like, oh shit, I got to figure this out.
Mhm.
Had I known that could have even happened, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I literally did not know we could fail in 2000. And when I say that, I don't mean arrogance.
Mhm.
I mean being naive.
Yeah.
Like those are not the same thing,
Yeah.
right? Arrogance is like, I know it, and I was naive. I swear I didn't know there was a box we could check to fail,
Yeah.
and like it wasn't going to happen.
So was it COVID though?
No, that's 2000s when
This
you
is
opened
2000.
it.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
right. So when I opened Restaurant Nicholas,
Mhm.
it was like I was 26 years old.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like there's no.
Of course,
way.
people are going
Yeah.
to
You
come and
have to
spend
tell
money.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
have to tell the story how you financed it.
You
That's in
bootstrap-
the book.
You bootstrap the shit out of it.
It'd be as quick as possible, but
Yeah.
Dude, we got all the time.
oh,
Bro.
yeah?
We got till 5 o'clock.
all right. So I used the SBA, right?
Mhm.
So I found a piece of property on Route 35, which is now Barrel and Roost, and it was an old Greek guy who owned a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
And the reason why it was a Mexican restaurant was because he kept taking $50,000 from young guys like me, holding the note, and then you pay $5, $6, whatever $1,000 a month, and you run it. But the last group of people was a Mexican restaurant, but then he would take it back. The Greek guy dressed like Elvis,
Okay.
right? I went in there and met Elvis, and said to him, and he said how much for the property, and he told me. I said okay. So I go and get an appraisal on the property. The other people weren't savvy
Yeah,
enough.
they didn't do
They
that.
didn't do the appraisal. The number was I think $650,000, included the liquor license, the land, and the building. It appraised for $750,000.
Okay.
I went to the SBA. They'll finance 90%.
Mm-hmm.
In the thing. I don't even know if the SBA still exists.
They
but
are. Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
They exist, but
yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
take my calls anymore.
right.
They
So
still do loans.
I go to the SBA, right? And you have to get a loan,
Mhm.
a lender to do it.
Yep.
I'm working at Jean Georges. I'm the sommelier at that point at Jean Georges, because I graduated school earlier. My resume read like I was about 10 years older than I was, but they never met me.
Yeah.
Right? We talked on the phone back and forth, blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and so we get to the closing table, which is like 6 months later from the thing. Elvis thinks he's going to get $50,000. He doesn't know he's going to get the full amount,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But he couldn't be happier. They loaned me $650. My lawyer said to me, Nicholas, how much are you coming to the table with? And I said, nothing.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
goes, well, I know you don't have any money, but how much is nothing?
Yeah.
And I go, no, lint in my pocket, nothing,
Yeah.
because I don't need to.
I brought a pen.
They're giving me $650. And he goes, are you serious? I go, watch this. I go to Elvis and I say, look, I need you to hold $150,000, not $650,000. So he did it, right? Because he's getting all the
of
money.
course.
He gets paid. He holds 150,000. I have that. Now, I believe I'm going to have enough money now. I don't have enough money, but I think I have enough money. We start building. We run into problems. We do. Say to the builder, we get to the point of, the thing, and he's like, all right, I go, yeah, listen, I need you to,
I don't have it all.
I need you to loan me $150,000.
Yeah.
So, I had a good resume. He met me at Jean Georges. He was like, okay, I'll loan you the 150. So now Elvis, I owe 150,000. The builder, I owe $150,000.
Yeah.
We got the building done, but we don't have any money for
plates,
forks,
equipment,
forks. So back in, this is like 99, you would get, you might get them now, but the credit cards, like nonstop, pre-approved.
Yep.
Yeah.
My wife and myself let them stack up on the table. We filled them all out. We sent them in on the same day.
Nice.
This is before they cross-referenced. We had $250,000 in credit, like that, for 2 kids that had no pot to piss in. So we do all that.
Yeah.
Now, our first year, like I bought my first house when I think I was like maybe 20, 21. And I always rented it. Like I never lived in it. It was a thing. We moved into that house, but we moved into the basement of that house. It was an unfinished basement, and we got roommates. So they were paying our mortgage.
Yeah.
Right. We were living for
Bootstrapped.
free. We were 7 days a week. We worked. We ate at the restaurant. And my wife's job, her first year, was just calling credit card companies up and saying, I have $20,000 in outstanding balance. I'm willing to transfer to you if I can get 6 months of free. So we had a full 18 months of no interest on money. We paid it all off in that first year because every dollar we made, we put it into that.
Yep.
Accountant says to us at the end of the thing, he said, you owe $50,000. And I'm like, how could I owe $50,000? I didn't know paycheck. I mean, we never took a dollar.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you paid off that money. That was your money.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. So then we went to Amex personal, and we took a loan to pay the 50. And look, in the first 4 years, everyone got paid back.
Yeah.
No one got screwed.
But you didn't do anything wrong. You were
It
just,
was a different time.
It was
Different time.
creative,
Like, I
at
feel
that
like-
point.
That's creative financing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like,
And we have no partners. My wife and myself own 100% of Restaurant Nicholas Barrel and Roost. Jodie and I own 100%. We have zero debt. At Nicholas
Like I said, there's
Creamery.
good debt
We
and
own
bad
everything.
debt.
Yeah.
You were using good debt in a way to build your business.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Right.
People
And you're
have,
betting on yourself.
yes, people have debt to go to Disney or whatever it
Yeah.
is, like when they don't have it, and ranking up credit cards
Yep.
when they don't have it,
Yep.
or opening up 13 credit cards and still using them and not being able to pay the bills. You were doing it knowing you were betting on you and your wife,
yeah, he bet on himself.
and
Yeah.
you went for it.
And I love when you say that during the day or in the evening you're waiting on Al Gore, and then
so
at night
funny.
you're going home to sleep in
So-
your basement.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Like our first couple of years was crazy. The people who would come in and literally the vice president of the United States is sitting in my dining room, and my wife and myself are sharing an old beater 89 Ford Probe to go home, and we're living in an unfinished basement. We set up a TV on milk crates and and people like that had no
Builds
idea.
character.
Yeah,
man.
you'll never
amazing.
forget that. That's
Well,
it.
It's
yeah.
nice like that. It's like that's a great story because a lot of times people just do that to the credit card companies and don't pay them
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
File bankruptcy and then they figure it out later,
Yep.
whatever it is. You made sure that you literally said, we paid every dollar back.
But
Like that was
everyone
our
got paid. No one
instead
got
of
screwed.
taking a paycheck, you paid back the debt.
Right.
And that's why you're doing what you guys are
Right.
doing, debt free, and this is why you
Right.
Successful.
Elvis got paid. The builder got
Yeah.
paid. And look, they had high interest rates. Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody had
Yeah,
it.
of course. But they were
Everybody
betting
had a
on you,
claw
so
in.
they had to have high interest rates.
Right.
They need to.
So when you're home or if you're cooking for your family, what what's your what are you doing, bro? What are you firing up? Are you going all in on French cuisine, or are you just taking it easy? What do you find
no,
yourself?
I don't think I cook French at home
No?
ever. I believe in pretty simple stuff. I don't overplay with stuff. I like really good fresh ingredients and cook them. And
What's your go-to meal to make it at a long day, just got home, people are hungry. Instead of ordering out, what's your go-to easy meal?
Don't
Please-
tell me.
please
you're
don't say it.
You're like, yeah, I'm going to DoorDash round pie.
I've never DoorDashed.
Oh no.
I just open up the refrigerator and get an eat clean, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, we're
see
gonna promote that video.
Yeah, that's right.
No, you know what? I'm a little health conscious. I drink a lot of egg whites in a day, and I eat a lot of chicken breast. And so it's probably going to be chicken breast.
Yeah.
It's not as interesting as people are going to want to hear it. I'm just going to pan roast it with a little really good olive oil and put a little greens with it.
Okay.
But it's not as fancy as people would.
I didn't
would
expect
want
it to be
be.
fancy, and I was waiting for you to say like a bowl of
My
cereal.
favorite,
or
my
no,
favorite
no.
was Rail Stay. The chef, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, fucking peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's like, I
Nothing
cook
better.
all day long. He goes, I'm just whapping
Right.
up peanut butter and jelly. I'm like, really? He goes,
I-
oh yeah.
I
So-
had a guy who worked for me for a long time. He was a very good cook. He would stop at Wawa every night to get the
Yeah.
sandwich. I was like, they got a new chef there. And
Yeah.
he's like, no, they put the gobbler out. I got to get
it's
one.
common. Yeah, when I was at I was helping my friends at Just, and the chefs, man, they'd leave and then they would hammer McDonald's, and I'm like, bro, you're surrounded by like steak, lobster, like
yeah.
you're fucking blasting McDonald's after a long
You,
shift.
you know what though? I spent time in France with the winemakers and Napa with the winemakers. You know what they would drink at night?
Beer, huh?
Beer.
Because they're drinking wine all day long.
Right.
Or they're
And when I'm with the distillers, they ain't drinking bourbon at dinner. It's just you're around it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's just like doesn't mean they don't enjoy it. It just means like
I'll tell you, I ate a lot of cheese in France because I don't like the fucking pig's feet or the pigeon or the foie gras.
Foie gras.
Wow.
Foie gras.
I happen to like it.
You do like it,
I
right?
do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's not for me. Yeah, it's not for me.
Can you run us down like a nice evening at Nicholas Bar and Roost? Like, okay, appetizer, like what's your go-to stuff? And then we can go to the ice cream.
So you have two different styles at
Okay.
Barrel and Roost, because Barrel and Roost still has the middle menu that is for people who want it a little bit more
Casual.
elevated.
Oh,
Right? No, Barrel and Roost is very casual.
Okay.
People need to know that I'm dressed like I'm gonna go to work tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Yep.
it's very casual. So like if you're on the casual side, I definitely start with one of our pizzas.
Okay.
We take the pizza seriously. The dough is fermented for 48 hours. We have our own blend of flours that we use with it. It's it's serious on what we do. So I start with the pizza on that side, and then the hamburger's not bad.
Yeah.
not a bad way to
Hamburger's
go.
really good.
A pasta, the bolognese is really good. That's on the real casual side.
Mhm.
If you're not want to go, the grilled oysters are
Yeah.
right. The marinated oysters are still on the menu. That's on the cover of our cookbook, and that's on the cover of the from. So those are good, on the fancier side of things. And then I think I would do the suckling pig.
Yeah. huh?
The suckling
Really?
pig. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
signature of the old restaurant. And although this style is more, home style, a little bit more comfort style, the quality of it is still the same. It's very different than what people are gonna get. So that's just the two different styles. Obviously, you can get things like halibut and lobster and all that on the menu still. And
The pig.
yeah,
I'm getting so hungry, man.
I'm so hungry. I want ice cream and I want pig.
Yeah.
and then ice cream. Jody, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm a fruit girl. I love our lemon blueberry in the
Lemon
spring.
blueberry, huh?
I love our goat cheese cherry.
Goat
Is
cheese cherry.
Yeah.
Damn.
That
That's
sounds
actually so
delicious.
good.
Yeah.
I love, we think differently with this. I love our root beer float ice
Oh,
cream.
not my
I think it's
favorite.
amazing.
Okay.
Love it. I love our pistachio for sure.
Pistachio's good.
Really
Yeah.
good little pieces of pistachio in there.
I'm in charge of the Old Man series,
Uh-huh.
which includes pistachio,
Okay.
butter pecan, just good old fashioned chocolate.
Yeah.
What
Bourbon chocolate chunk.
the bourbon.
Can you
the-
tell us-
the
That's
bourbon
so
chocolate?
freaking good.
So our bourbon barrels that come from Kentucky, when they come, we obviously they're bottled there, but they ship us the barrel. We cut the barrels open, age coffee beans in the barrels, then we roast the coffee beans, and then make a cold brew with that, reduce it down, and then add that to ice cream, and
It's
that's where the bourbon
amazing.
barrel
Wow,
aged
what a
coffee chocolate
process.
chunk. That's
Mhm.
that's the
It's
flavor
It's
that
culinary driven, dude. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
Nicholas is so good.
Yeah, but what they're doing is on a different level. It's amazing.
Was an early. He's like the fucking Doogie Howser. Of,
Yeah, I gotta go to this.
Culinary
I
Institute of America.
I may go tonight.
I don't know
I
what the
think
fuck
you
you're waiting
should.
for.
I'm starting to
Yeah.
broaden my horizons. Okay, you know this.
You want to
about
get
me.
the Italian rainbow cookie ice cream if you go tonight.
Wow.
That's our biggest hyped. People get most pumped for.
Really?
People are
Yes.
liking it, huh?
But I
That's
really,
why I love it.
I like
I
mint
get the-
chocolate chip and I like pistachio.
get the
Get
flight.
them all.
A
Get a
flight.
flight.
What's
Yeah.
that?
How does that work?
Four
that?
four flavors and one like
Oh,
little container.
I don't usually get milkshakes, but I always see like somebody ahead of me got them. Like the fucking milkshakes at Nicholas, man. They're
Oh my
like,
god,
they're-
we have
they're
an
insane.
ooey gooey peanut butter milkshake. Kelly, who makes our ice cream, also makes
Mm-hmm.
all our homemade sauces. So she makes what your wife loves. She makes the wet walnuts, strawberry. Our peanut butter sauce is
You
homemade.
guys make. I knew
our
you.
hot
I knew
fudge
you
is
made those walnuts. I knew you made them.
everything.
Make
is
our hot
homemade.
fudge.
Dude, I'm eating
Yeah.
this and I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm like, I know he makes this. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know this is Amish cream.
So our
Like, I'm eating it. I'm like,
know
yo, I know
You
he's
called
doing
it.
And I'm like,
our
Yeah.
hot fudge is absolutely no way to make money on it.
yeah.
That's what it's.
It was
chocolate-
actually just a big decision.
Chocolate is $27 a pound.
I felt bad, Nick, because
crazy.
I was someone, and it was only one time, but they were off with the Sweet Melissa, and it was like the bottom was covered in walnuts, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know, should I tell Nicholas that this is off? I don't want to be like that annoying pain in the ass, but like I'm no like a chef background. I know it's gonna drive him crazy. And I'm like, fuck, he's losing so much money on this fucking bowl. I'm eating the nuts. I'm like fucking
so much.
walnut soup. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, this might be like $12 in walnuts. I'm like, this shit, like, it's got it. The menu is made precise, but if someone goes over on, because I knew he was making that, like the nuts, like even when you're building a salad, if they over scoop on the nuts, like if you're making a candy walnut, like all that time and the ingredients, like something so stupid could rock your margin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, it was one time. If it was habitual, I would let you know. But I'm like, I was like, it's a kid. I'm like,
yeah.
That's
part of the thing?
but it was good. But I'm
it's
thinking
part of the charm of the place.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Could it be a
no
young-
normal person would think like that.
Mhm.
But I'm in the business, and I'm thinking,
Is there like a top seller, and does it change by location, or it's pretty consistent?
It's pretty consistent.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's consistent. I feel like the collaborations, when we see the drives, or now we have like the Jersey sweet corn,
Mhm.
the Italian rainbow cookie, some of these big collabs we do, it's really the drivers that will sell out. I mean, people will start, if I post on social media that we're doing something, people will start posting, you're sold out by, it just happened with Italian rainbow cookie by 4 or 5 o'clock in the
That's a
afternoon.
collaboration with Eric from Delicious.
yeah,
Yeah.
Eric, man, he is
Yeah.
one of
we
my
were just
favorite
talking about
people.
the menu the other day,
Yeah.
this morning.
He's a funny
and
guy.
I think about Joe Leone. I think about Eric from Delicious, like Mike from Delicious Orchards. Just like, there's just some people out here that I'm like, man, I just fucking love these guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eric
All-
is one of them.
Yeah.
And
All those guys play well in the sandbox with others.
yeah,
They're
and
good people.
and
It's true.
yeah, just those. Yeah, just I don't, dude. I just love seeing people pursue their passion and working. I hate to see private equity come in and just piss on everything. It's so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll keep it positive. I'm sorry. I just went off on a tangent.
That was a short tangent. That was good.
Yeah.
I was ready to get you out of that.
I get so inspired by guys like this who
Yeah.
like studied and went after it.
I said it's very impressive.
He didn't just
Very
use
impressive.
a chat GPT to make a business plan and go raise 900
Yeah.
million and blow it on food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
Well, you have to play sort of nice in the sandbox because you're doing the collabs. That's playing nice. That's playing nice.
All right. Well,
Jodie's in charge of collaborations.
yeah. So, is there anything we were missing?
About what?
Like
Talking?
this episode?
I mean, I think we hit a lot. I got a lot of information.
I'm so happy you came onto the show. I love everything you're doing, man. Just because I'm a food lover, obviously,
Yeah.
and I'm a real I'm a food lover, and I love when people like take it serious. And like you said, with the 10%, 15% they're writing books about you. I'm like, damn. I mean, that's where like I'm trying to be. Eat Clean Bro, run Eat Clean Bro. Bottom line, 10%. That's where it
Mhm.
should be.
Yep.
Wasn't. It's been like a struggle with the price of food. Everything's like way higher.
Yeah.
So
you,
like,
you know what also has climbed up a little bit is labor.
yeah, man, yeah, labor. Well, of course it's gone up. I was in my bathtub and I'm like, look. Sometimes I reflect in my bathtub.
I know.
All right.
Remember I called you that one time? You
Oh
were in your bathtub?
man, yeah. I do Epsom salt baths. You were talking about being 50. Do you
Yeah.
do Epsom salt baths?
After long runs, I used to.
Yeah, they're really important. And I'm so upset about the price of meals on eatcleanbro.com. I mean, it breaks my heart. I mean, I was selling, bro. You remember in
Yeah.
2005, I was selling meals to people for $3.
Yeah.
How much are they now? Like, how much is it standard?
It's like, here's the thing, dude. Everybody can get a discount code online, but like generally the standard chicken is like $13.99.
All right.
It's not. It's still, dude. I'm still for what you get at eCleanBro, but it shows in my margins. Like the banks won't even take my calls. So like, I could raise my price and run a better business, but I'm like, dude, I don't know.
But here's an interesting thing. If you look, we started DoorDash this year
Yeah.
at Nicholas Creamery, or maybe last year, but whatever. We started it. we already have 6 stores, and we're about to open our 7th. But in essence, we've already opened our 7th because DoorDash as a whole is as large as any one store.
It's unbelievable.
And DoorDash steps on it so many times by the time a customer gets it.
Yeah.
But people still buy it. I think if you're producing a quality product that gets to them in a good thing, and you got to make margins, unfortunately, it depends on what you do. At Barrel and Roost, we're in a little bit of a different thing because I own everything.
Yeah.
I own the building, I own the land, I have no mortgage, I don't rent.
Yep.
So I take 2 points off of occupancy cost and add it into my food cost, which makes our value a little bit better.
Yeah.
But that's something that most people couldn't do. My suggestion from a business perspective is if you sold 100 units of this at $13.99 and you found out that you would sell, maybe 75 units at $15.99, but the margins work. I think in that particular case, you have to margins have to work. My son is in school and he's in college now, and he talks to professors a lot, and they were talking about the tip credit as to whether or not the tip credit should be removed. And basically, servers get paid about $10 less an hour than minimum wage, but the credit is based on the tip. As long as they make $10 an hour in tips, I don't get it. It's like talk about removing that federally and even locally. And I said, well, listen, I don't get involved in politics, but I can tell you that the customers are not going to be happy with that. They think they will be, but they won't. The servers are really going to be unhappy with it. They're really going to be unhappy with it.
And not not to cut you off, but at the end of the day, Nick, we want people. Whenever this topic comes up, people think we're the bad guy as the business owner, but in reality, we want our staff to take home the most money possible because they show up to work better. Life is easier when your employees take home money.
Yeah.
They're
happier, then they show up happier.
We want our staff to make money and live a good life, and they work for us, and our lives are easier when people make more money, but the way they go about it is so ass backwards. It's like you're Yes.
But if this was to happen, for instance, and that's why I said talk to the professors about this. They said, well, largely people say they'd rather not tip and they'd rather have, higher rates. And I say, yeah, I get but at some point, what the customer wants and what they get won't line up because if the business owner can't make money, that's at a Home Depot, right? We've lost cashiers at a Home Depot. Yep. That's at anywhere you go. That if the customer wants this, but customers want a $2 hamburger, but you don't get that at McDonald's either because they can't make that work, so they have to charge this. And if they remove the tip credit, then I told you that servers are going away, but I think that's happening over the next 30 years.
Yeah.
If they get rid of the tip credit, it's going to happen over the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, customers don't want that. It doesn't matter what customers want because the operator won't be able to.
Right.
Won't be able to make a living.
Yeah,
so
they need to understand. It's a house of cards. So I make these jokes about the bank not answering my phone. I self-funded Eat Clean Bro out of my buddy's house, and I have a similar situation. So I'm able to do things and move in ways that normal. If I had to answer to a board, I would have been fired. If I had to answer to partners or hey, where's my return? I would have been fired. But you have to, your business has to perform. And the banks are looking at these financial metrics, and they're not going to lend to you if you're not a healthy business. So there's just parts of our life that are common sense to us that to the average person who doesn't own a business or deal with employees, they just have no idea. They just think, well, you're right. It's hard to explain how you're I don't know if it's hard to explain. It's not hard for me to understand why you're right.
Yep.
But for the average person, look at everything. I think at the end of the day, everything that's happened, you're seeing the price of everything go up. It's just, all right, the minimum wage is up, but is life a little bit better? Are things more affordable? I think they're not, right? I don't know if that's the root cause. I don't ever have all the information even, I don't know. You know what? I'm having a tough time learning enough about what I need to be an expert in and try to keep up with all world affairs.
Yeah.
But it's impossible.
But Nick, you were talking about the future, right? With servers and stuff like that. So what's the future of the ice cream? What is the future plan?
It's a button, and they're gonna get a cup of ice cream.
Well, I'm curious.
30 years, you'll go to Nicholas.
No. I'm sorry, not in 30. You were saying you were just talking about the future in general. But what is the future of?
The immediate future is just we're gonna open the store in North Brunswick, which we're super excited about. And we want to grow this. We want to grow over the next 5 years or so to maybe 12 stores or so. And we want to keep the quality what it is today. We want to be able to spread out so more people. We get people who are constantly writing Jody that they're traveling 45 minutes or an hour to get work.
Only New Jersey, you're going to stick with it for now, right? You're not planning
we
anything?
don't plan on getting outside of that. We make all of our own ice cream, so like the transportation of that would become more and more problematic. I've always kind of looked at it as just like make a really good quality product.
Yeah.
And
people
will drive and we'll make money doing it. We just recently added all the pre-packed pints to the stores so that people can just walk in and grab a pint and not have to wait in the lines.
We get the ice cream cakes for all of our birthdays. It's so fucking good.
That's a serious cake right there.
Yeah, man.
Oh man,
The peanut butter palooza.
I'm missing out.
You got to get choked or strangled or hit or something.
So we don't think of our
Dude, do you understand?
I'm learning. I'm not denying it. I'm saying okay.
It's the peanut butter palooza, and that we have it's Kelly's grandma's old fashioned chocolate cake recipe.
Dude,
So
the fucking
included
cakes.
between the homemade ice cream is a slice of chocolate pound cake.
How come you never
Like
brought
the-
me there? How come you didn't?
It's
bring
always
me
at
there?
my house, dude. It's always
It's
there.
amazing.
There's always a Nicholas ice cream
Right.
cake in my
You never
Amazing.
brought me there.
So we don't think of our cakes as being ice cream cakes. They're cakes that happen to be made from ice cream,
Okay.
and they're very different because of the layer of cake between them. We're also using real ice cream, not soft serve, and so that's a very different product. And the Jessica, who makes all of our cakes for us, she's like a master cake decorator.
She was at Flaky Tart in Atlantic Highlands, which was a really
I
really
know
really
that place.
popular. Do you?
Yeah, of course. I've heard of
yeah.
that place. Yeah.
She
and
worked there
came
for
to us,
years.
and
Oh,
she's
she
like,
came from there.
she came to decorate our cakes with us.
No way.
And so like it's not like a store bought ice cream cake that is just like a nothing. It's
See, I
serious.
was a big fan of Carvel growing up.
Listen, Carvel.
well,
I
hold
was a
on,
Dairy
Troy.
The
Queen girl.
crunchies.
Oh,
I was just a big fan of Carvel, so like
It-
when I think of cake, that's all. What I used to do.
Strip take everything you love from car. It's almost like just strip the car and just put all Ferrari parts in it. It's like it reminds me of it, but it's just superior. It's
Okay. Okay.
like
All right.
like a rocket.
You want to
I'm
get
sold.
the celebration cake if you like Carvel.
Yeah,
cake.
Yeah.
get it for your wife's
it's
birthday.
Tahitian vanilla.
Celebrating tomorrow.
Tahitian vanilla ice cream, good old fashioned chocolate, hot fudge, and
Has
the
your
chocolate
crunchies.
crunchies.
Come on.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
Okay.
We let it sit out for a little while to
Yeah.
like,
A little soft. Yeah.
dude, all my kids, all of our birthdays now, it's a Nicholas ice cream cake.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
You're gonna
excited.
eat the ice cream.
Mhm.
If you're gonna eat the ice cream,
Yeah.
you want it to hit the way you want it to hit.
Yeah, you're right.
And like I told them, I said my ice cream intake's up probably like 500% since we would go to the Tinton Falls store,
Yeah.
and and then we started going to the one in Middletown.
I like it. Okay. Do you guys want to plug anything? Go for it.
Oh yeah,
This
man.
is your time.
Yeah,
Talk about the restaurants, the wine. Just go for it. Do your 30-second commercial
That's
and
Jody.
let's go for it.
Oh my gosh.
What's your
I feel
go-to
like we
pizzeria?
plugged
What's
it
your go-to
all.
pizzeria in Monmouth County, Joe?
Oh wow, what a curveball.
Oh my god. I'm really not much of a pizza girl anymore, which I know is like
You know who's
I love Rome pizza.
you know who's opening up by us? Peter Grippo at the Brooklyn Square. He's
Oh, yeah.
opening up in Shrewsbury.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
They are.
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, he's opening
He's
up.
also
I
opening
love
in Marlboro
him.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Next to the Carvel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had Pete on the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great too,
Good
man.
Pete's great.
He's good people.
Yeah, he does everything.
He
like-
also plays well in the sandbox with others.
Yeah, I love
Peter
Pete.
Pizza.
You know, the first time I had his pizza, I was like, wow, this is good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm gonna secret shop this motherfucker. I don't know if he made a special pie for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I went in incognito and I got the pie and it was the same. I was like, all right, Pete, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it's consistent.
You never did that to somebody before? You ever
No,
like?
I'm like, well, when I go into a place, I'm a really kind of quiet, shy person.
Yeah.
When I work out in the gym, I have my hood up and I'm just like,
What gym you go to?
well, now I'm going to a private gym, Aspire in Atlantic Highlands, but I was in LA Fitness for years.
Oh wow.
And then when they shut the door on us, then like, that's a funny thing because I was like, I hated that place. It was dirty. The machines were broken. I was always pissed off. And then when they closed it, I was like, oh, what happened?
I
closed my gym.
Dirty
Where am I
gyms
gonna
are
go?
the best gyms.
Yeah.
I opened the Eat Clean Bro in Atlanta, and I joined the LA Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, cool. I'm networking in Atlanta. I'm meeting people. Everything's all good. And then one thing leads to another. And I said, you know what, dude? I could do all of my Eat Clean Bro business out of Eatontown now. The technology's there, the shipping, blah, blah, blah. I don't need 2 kitchens, right? Dude, to cancel the LA Fitness membership in Georgia, dude, it took months.
I think it's any LA Fitness.
Now,
They
they
literally-
in person,
guys,
Just any gym.
Yeah.
it
in
gets
general.
worse. We finally, because I'm like, dude, Eat Clean Bros, listen, I'm not worried about a $40 a month membership,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
annoying. I'm not using it. It's a
Mhm.
waste. So we finally end the membership.
What, recently?
Within 30 days, the
Mhm.
deal, Jersey Strong, sells to LA or fucking Crunch or whatever.
Yeah.
Was it Crunch? What
Yeah,
was
Jersey
it the Crunch
Strong
gym?
sold to Crunch.
Yeah.
Bro, I get fucking my Jersey Strong membership transfers to Crunch. I'm fucking, dude, I'm back. I'm back in. Can't get out.
They
I
closed.
just gave up. I said, you know what?
Yeah,
You
fine.
I go, you fucking got me.
They
I go, you got me. Take it. Just fucking take. Just fucking, it's yours. I'm not getting back on that phone. I'm
That's
not
funny.
getting back on that phone.
They closed the LA Fitness
Yeah.
in Homedale, and they kept my membership going. I was like, "You closed."
Murphy ended that
And they-
though.
Yeah,
There
it
was
was like-
Murphy like dropped a hammer on that
Yeah,
shit.
I was like,
Yeah.
"You closed the
Yeah.
business. That's not my fault.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah,
still
yeah.
been there."
yeah.
And
Like
they're
your contract's still in place,
They'll,
even though
they're like, "Well, you need to cancel it." I was like, "Why do I need to cancel?
Yeah,
You locked
you
the
closed.
door."
I can't get in.
Isn't that
And
unbelievable?
how do you cancel it if it's closed?
Could you imagine if we did that to people with food?
Yeah.
We would be murdered.
Yeah.
Somebody would kill me.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll get a dude. This is like one time I got a bad review, and I was in the middle of a nightmare construction project where like the general contractors are just fucking killing me. Like
Mhm.
they're trying to build handicap ramps that are too short, and we're like, dude, I know it's easier to do it this way, but you're never gonna get around an ADA inspection.
Mhm.
So just do it right the first time. Why do we have to do it 4 times?
Yeah.
Like you're not getting around the ADA.
Nope.
You have a better shot of negotiating with MS-13 than getting around the ADA.
Yeah.
That wheelchair ramp is going to be a correct pitch,
Yeah.
or you're not opening the
You're
doors.
not opening doors. Exactly.
Right?
They'll come back 100 times. That's it.
I get this review, and she's like, I hated the Chipotle chicken. I'm like, she starts like laying out the full description of what she ordered.
Nothing's worse.
And I'm like, but it showed up to your door when you wanted it. Everything showed up intact.
Yeah.
Like, 1 star. I'm like, and we gave you your money back? I'm like, dude, I'm doing construction, and these guys aren't even showing up to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, like,
Yeah.
like with food, like you might not like it, but like it was everything you ordered, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Some people
You
are
get
just
away with
miserable.
murder. You get away with murder in construction.
Yeah.
You do. It's
Mhm.
insane. Imagine like you're just 4 months late for like a meal, right? Your customer will die. Like the electrician, dude, like there's delays in construction and you're like, wait, 4 months?
Other than like the sorry, I get it.
It's all right.
Other than the polar bear situation, was there any like real crazy story in the restaurant that you're just like one of those stories that owning a restaurant, someone went nuts or a fight broke out or some husband and wife caught someone cheating in the restaurant, like something crazy?
Oh yeah, tell
We
us an
have-
affair story.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them.
You have that bathroom upstairs.
but
I know
I'm-
affairs are happening in that bathroom.
I'm writing another book. It's called "It's Not Me, It's You."
Okay.
They'll all be in that book.
Oh wow.
But I will tell you a fast story, something about John
Uh-huh.
George, because I think all the parties are no longer with us, so I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy, for the sake of this story, his name is Mr. Papa Giorgio, and he used to come in to the restaurant like once every 6 weeks, and he had the nicest suits, and he had the most beautiful women, and he'd order the most expensive wine, and every person who came up to him, he tipped him $100 bill.
Mm-hmm.
Every person who came up, he tipped on. So we see Mr. Papa Giorgio's coming in this night. I have like my wine selected, ready to go for him, and I'm waiting at the front desk, and I say, Mr. Papa Giorgio, and he steps in front of the woman that he's with, who was not as spectacular as the other women he
Yeah.
had been
Mhm.
with, and his suit was not as
Oh.
like refined. And he said, Nicholas, meet Mrs. Papa Giorgio. To which I responded, Mr. Papa Giorgio, it's so nice to have you here finally, not on business. Right this way. Oh, hold
Yeah.
on one moment. Let me check your table. And I have to make everyone in the dining room scram because they're all lined up to get their $100 tip.
Yeah, yeah,
And they're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
with Mrs. Papa Giorgio.
He's not getting
wow,
that. He's not
wow,
giving
wow.
anything up. No.
Everyone run, everyone run. And he ordered like a $75 bottle of wine, and he had a nice dinner and stuff. And that's a good one.
Wow.
Wow.
Papa Giorgio.
Mr. Papa Giorgio.
Wow, that's funny.
That's a
Yeah,
great story.
You see stuff, and
That's
when
the
you-
tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I bet. Oh, I bet.
That's the tip of the
Yeah.
iceberg.
I
Wow.
learned when I was, so I'll tell you two things, bartending, working in restaurants. There was this guy, he was a nuclear engineer, and he would come in, he was going through a horrible divorce, and he would drink the Miller Lite. So at Nona's, they did $1 Miller Lite drafts for happy hour,
Mm-hmm.
and he would always drink like 4, leave me $1, drink 5, leave me $1. But like, it was like through that 3 to 5 happy hour window. And he goes, just make sure, like, before you get like serious, just go on a date with somebody, date somebody you normally would never go on a date with. You might just like her. And that always stuck in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that one person I normally like, my opposite was kind of like Kayla.
Oh, wow.
And then there was another guy. I was in Long Branch. I was next to the, it's not, the bar's not there anymore. It's an arcade. But there was this Indian guy, and he was like, and for the listeners, it's not racist. It's India has like prearranged marriage, and Indians look at marriage like a business. And there's like this whole philosophy that they have for
Mm-hmm.
marriage. And he's talking. He's like, marriage is a business decision. He goes, in what other category of life do you go and split all of your assets? And he starts like logically breaking down what a marriage is and what goes into marriage.
Mm-hmm.
The women at the bar are all fucking pissed off. Fuck you. It's love. He's like, love fades. He's like, it's business. And I always thought about that too. And that was like another, like those two guys at the bar just
Mm-hmm.
stuck in my mind with like what makes a marriage last.
Yeah.
Right? Like opposites attract, and like the business, right? Like the long term.
Yeah.
So like you do see a lot of piles of shit cheating on their wives at the bar when you're there. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's like that. I was
Well,
bartending.
you see it the other way too.
You see? Oh yeah.
You see it the other way
Yeah.
too.
Well, girls and guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both
Yeah.
partaking. I mean, it takes two to tango.
Definitely.
But
What's
They're
wild
just there
is-
at the other bar.
It's what was wild in the restaurant business. We all kind of know. Just it's not our business.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
Stay
that's
out
right.
of it.
It's not our business.
It's true.
I sometimes I miss it, and then sometimes I don't miss it. I'm happy with my TV dinner business.
I,
I tell people I'm the Rolls Royce of TV dinners.
I love Equally Bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like you, Nicholas.
I'm still upset when I put in my orders that Jamie doesn't call me and say, hey, I saw you put an order in. I'm like, he doesn't text me. He's like,
Yeah.
why would I know that you put an order in? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you should get a special alert that I put an order in this week.
I used to think I was going to be in every gas station on Route 9 because it was before e-commerce, in like
Oh, right.
2005. I thought, man, if I could just have my meals next to the protein bars, like I'm 19 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna be by the hot dogs. I'm gonna have that fucking intro offer next to the Red Bull. Yeah, it was funny. It was a funny world.
what are your biggest sellers right now?
Ooh, man. So like right now, like the chicken orzo, man. People love that dish. And you know what drives me crazy, dude? Culinary wise, it makes no sense to me. So it like drives me fucking crazy.
I
I'm
can
like, how-
understand that. That
like-
I could because things that you could not do because they're
Like there's this
They're
like
not
no,
gonna eat it
no
for 3
origin.
days.
I think like sometimes we'll just look at the frozen food section or some blogger will make a recipe and we'll be like, oh, that's cool.
But-
Like, let's try it.
Now, what about the macros in the is everything listed?
Yeah, of course.
Like
yeah.
so.
Our registered dietitian actually lives right by your place.
Okay.
So we have an in-house registered dietitian. She does all the Q&A, and I'm working on being like peer reviewed by the doctors at the hospital we raise all this money for. But yeah, all the macros are See Clean Bro. We have to be
Right, that's
transparent.
it, yeah.
So we're super transparent. And another thing too about like pulling out ingredients, because Nick, we're a lot alike. We're like, we know the way things should be, and you're trying to like maybe source an ingredient or source a product that can be made. And like the tortilla is a perfect example. I'm trying to get a cleaner tortilla, and they're like trying to hit me for like $4 I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I just bought a whole bunch of tortilla presses. I'm making my tortillas, and like 17 cents for a tortilla.
Right.
And I'm thinking, damn, I would have been a customer of yours. I would have bought $1 tortilla, no problem. But you're like gouging. And like the pasta too. I got the pasta machine. I'm even making my own mayonnaise. I was gonna bring you egg salad sandwiches, but I figured we'll get one.
They're delicious.
Don't give me an egg salad sandwich.
You don't like egg
Oh
salad?
my God, I love
The
egg
next
salad.
egg salad sandwich I have will be my first.
Oh wow, you don't.
But I want to try some stuff, just not egg salad. There's certain things.
You don't like mayonnaise?
My next pork roll, egg and cheese will be my first. I've never had one.
I'll tell you what's really funny. I was trying to promote my friends' businesses, and that's why I did the podcast. Number one, everybody's so busy. So it's like, at least every week I'm seeing somebody I might not see. So I wanted to like see people more, and I wanted to promote my friends' businesses. So I was going around. I was having these breakfast sandwiches. They're like, you got to go to Slater's. You got to go. Bro, I went to Slater's. That fucking sandwich. If they tried to sell that sandwich in California, it'd be illegal.
Yeah.
There was so much pork roll on the sandwich, dude. I'm like, I start because sometimes if you ingest too much fat, you could have like organ damage. I don't think I've had pork roll from that day. Slater's killed.
Where's I don't even know where.
It's in
Slater's
Leonardo.
is.
It's like, dude, it's legendary. I hope it's not telling a bad story. But it was just.
They're known for big sandwiches.
It was a big sandwich, and it was too much for me.
I've never had one.
You like bacon though? You like bacon?
No, not bacon.
Are you not like a fatty meat guy or what? Like
I don't really. I mean, like, so I don't like eggs, but I drink 24 a day because I can't. I just want to get them down. I just don't like them.
Oh wow.
Well,
like
eggs
nice-
and egg whites are much different.
Egg whites, yeah.
Do you like scrambled egg whites or is
scrambled egg whites? I can get down, but I'd rather just drink them.
Wow.
24 a day?
Yeah.
Why so much?
Protein.
It's protein.
Yeah, no, but that's
Wow.
wow.
So you don't like eggs?
No,
So you're
not
not like
eggs.
a breakfast sandwich guy. You'd be like more
Never
like French
had one.
toast.
I've never had a breakfast sandwich.
Oh.
Damn, dude.
Breakfast burrito, nothing.
No, he doesn't like eggs.
I don't like eggs.
So, all right.
Even in your 20s, you've never had a breakfast sandwich?
Guy was-
Never had a breakfast
he
sandwich.
was
It's like a
cooking
hangover.
at best
I-
restaurant.
A
I have
hangover
a-
sandwich.
I'll have like a egg white Western omelet. That
Okay.
I like. That I
Yeah.
like.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
it's
your
got-
French onion soup at Nicholas Barrel Roast. That's good. And that was
Same
like,
guy's been making that French onion soups work for me for over 20 years.
wow.
I have one guy who's been with me. We're in our 26th year right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas into Barrel Owners, and he's been with me in another restaurant. We've been together for like 29 years.
Wow.
Can I ask you about? Are you using white? Are you doing traditional white or are you using
White,
red?
white. I hate red onions.
No. I'm so sorry.
I
I
hate
meant
red onions.
wine. The glazing. Are you using the white or the red wine?
Sherry.
You're using sherry.
Sherry.
This is the only place I've tried French onion soup
Yeah,
because
it's
my
pretty
wife got it, and every time she gets it, she begs me to try it. I just I don't like it. I don't want it. Stop forcing things onto me.
No, it's legit.
And I went
Yeah.
for it, and I was like, oh my god, I think I like French onion soup now because
So-
this was unbelievable.
So
good.
onions, when caramelized properly,
Yeah.
have their sugar, which tells you how much sugar is in an onion.
Yeah.
And we keep caramelizing and caramelizing and caramelizing, and then reducing and deglazing, and just
Yeah.
picking up all that fond off that pan
Yep.
and getting all that beautiful flavor. And then we make our own chicken stock, and
Yeah.
and then it goes in, and then, but yeah,
It's great, man.
same
Yeah.
guy's been making that.
Delish.
So you're using
Yeah.
cherry.
Sherry.
And it reminds me, man, if fucking to go back and forth with Joe, his crab sauce. He's like carrot juice, sherry wine. Dude, I don't know. Do you like crabs?
I like crabs.
I have Joe Leone's crab sauce in like
Okay.
the end of the summer, man.
Okay.
It's fucking spectacular.
Yeah.
But so sherry.
Getting very hungry.
Yeah, my family loves when I make French onion soup. It takes forever to get the onions down right.
Yep.
And then you're doing sweet onions or which
White
onion?
onions.
Oh, just
Spanish,
white.
Spanish onions.
Okay. Yeah. It's readily that's what I use.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do you just like are you traditionally sometimes they say like just drop some water in there? You'd never put water. You just let it cook down and just
We cook down the onions and cook down and then deglaze with sherry, scrape the fond.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You just look for that brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
All the
brown.
color
Yeah.
comes from the fond of the
Yeah.
the fond is the caramelization of the onion on the bottom.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And when you deglaze it, it'll bubble up and you scrape it and you get it, and that's what all the color comes.
My stomach hurts. I'm really hungry.
I just care about the cheese on top.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what makes the bolognese so good too, man. Just taking your
Right.
time,
Right.
with the braise.
Three types of meats, carrot. That's red wine, of course. That's,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and reduced down and mascarpone cheese.
you could tell in the
Yeah.
meals that it's being made
Yeah.
properly.
And then the pasta is the Italian pasta.
Mhm.
So, there's a village in near Naples where the best pasta in the world comes from.
Really?
And I visited it when I was on that trip I was telling you about. And they use these brass dies to force the pasta through, which gives it all of its texture. If you look at it, the texture of the pasta is so it can grab all the sauce, but could also, it makes the pasta always kind of al dente unless you destroy it. But it takes like 12 minutes to get it al dente, which an American pasta is like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have, because you use a stainless steel die. Those brass dies are expensive, and you got to always throw them out, replace
I
them.
just bought them. I
Yeah,
bought a
so
bunch
you
of
know,
them.
you
Yeah.
know. And the difference in quality of pasta is night and day. And of course, the flour and all the other stuff. That
I'm
goes into
going
it.
So much
crazy
science
thinking.
into it,
Well,
right? It's wild.
would you ever?
I
like-
just opened the box.
Yeah.
Right in
I'm
boiling water.
getting crazy because I'm like, well, if I rent a space, I don't want flour flying around my kitchen just because I'm Eat Clean Bro. And,
Yeah.
You know. But I was thinking like, because I'm making the homemade pasta, I just bought the machine.
Yeah.
It's fucking big.
Yeah.
Big ass machine. I'm thinking, fuck, I should just mill the flour too. Be fucking rad.
I knew a
dude.
guy I worked with in California who
He was
that
doing that?
crazy.
He was that crazy,
He's that
right?
crazy.
But like when you think about improving, it's like, well, how do you improve, right? Well, it's like, yo, just start pulling shit the fuck out or level up the quality of ingredients. You just start to go into a massive rabbit hole of madness.
Well, go travel around Italy and have pasta, and you'd be like, well, why is yours better? Like, because there's less in it.
Yeah,
That's why there's less in it, not more in it.
right.
And that's another young chef thing that we'd always talk about. If you're creating a dish and you want to present it to me, because we would let people like present a dish, put it on the menu, put less things on the table, on the menu, on the plate, not more. The less you put on, the better the quality of each particular thing needs to be. And I think you'll see that, you can go. So the pasta we use it's expensive.
Yeah, everything.
It's
Yeah,
expensive.
quality is.
It's an expensive product. If you taste it next to it, it's night and day different. It doesn't mean you like mine better. You may
Yeah.
like theirs better, but it's
Yeah,
a difference.
It's quality.
dude, it was so nice to have you guys.
This
on
was
the
great.
show.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go get some ice cream.
I can't wait for you to try it.
I'm telling you, I'm super excited.
Dude.
This is
After getting this tutorial on how good it is, it's gonna live up to the hype. But I'm telling you, I can't believe it took you so long. I'm sorry, man.
sorry. I like things and I do the same thing every day, like same meal. I'm just I don't get outside my box.
I get it.
Like-
Do you have a
I get
refrigerator
it.
filled with Eat Clean, bro?
I do, but my
Yeah.
wife cooks every night. So, but I eat Clean Bro for breakfast and lunch. Dinner, my
Listen,
wife,
it's a good idea.
yeah, dinner my wife
It's
cooks
a good
every day.
idea. Like,
Yeah.
because I think
It was my passion, though, dude. It wasn't an idea. It was just something that called me. Like Thor's hammer just called me, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Troy was there from the
Yeah.
pretty much the beginning.
I was one of the first customers. I was buying meals
2007.
for I was buying meals for $3
Yeah.
when it was just chicken and steak and rice and steak, and that's all he sold. It was that.
Chicken, steak, whatever.
There was a real quick funny story. You may not caught this, and I tell it real quick. Jamie came over and he had a big box, steak and rice, chicken and rice. We're buying them, and we bought this one. I opened it up, went to go cut the steak, and it was purple.
It was
I
raw.
said, Jamie. And he goes, "Oh, you don't got to pay for that one." I ran out of propane on the tank.
We were cooking. I was cooking at my friend's house on a propane grill outside.
and he ran out of gas.
That's
But I
fine.
was like, "Why are you giving it to me?" He goes, you're fine."
The meat was fine.
The meat was fine.
I wasn't gonna throw
He's
it
like, "You don't
away.
got to pay this one." I was like, "Thanks, Jim."
Microwave it. Not.
But we had an office, and he used to just drop off meals, and everyone ate them. And ever since then, I always ate it for lunch,
Right.
and it just got more and more and more.
I've had it. It's very good. I only eat it cold.
Oh really?
I won't heat it.
Not in the pan.
I won't even heat it. I only eat cold food like that.
Oh, you like cold food?
I like cold food like that.
Wow.
So, the chicken parm cold.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't
love
want
the
to heat
chicken
that.
parm. The chicken parm used to be named after me at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a Troy Sears chicken parm. It
Yeah,
was. I
it
still have
was.
a picture of it.
What happened?
Why'd they take it
I
away?
think they moved on a little bit. No one knew who I was. This was Oh my
Yeah.
God, this is like 15 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the dishes were named after people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a. Did you have one for Frankie Edgar?
It's still there. It's still there.
there.
The
Yeah,
steak one. Yeah, it's still there.
Frankie for me, bro. He's just like. I look up to Frankie the way like people look up to Babe Ruth. So I'm like, it'll always be on there until he tells me to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
His son is right now the number one ranked 106 in New Jersey.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's crazy. As a freshman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in CBA.
Yeah.
I know that. I didn't know. Yeah, Cantino, number one.
That's awesome.
Well, he's kicking people's ass. But dude, those kids, bro, I was laughing because Frankie, I think his daughter's ranked like up there too or something. And you just got to go to their house. I mean, it's just so funny. And Frankie is so like, he's so intense, but he's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it's time to train, like he doesn't fuck around. And his
I mean, he can't. He has
No,
to get
and,
serious,
but yeah, he's like describing his kids. He's like, she doesn't work hard. And like she goes and just smokes everybody, and you're like,
They're intimidated by the last name.
yeah. And that
right.
house, oh man, there's so many funny stories. It's just so funny. Like one Christmas morning, Santino, when they're little kids, bro, he gets up early than everyone else, opens everyone's Christmas presents.
The kid did.
Yeah, oh, dude, it's so funny. It's so funny. That house, I love going to that house. I love Frankie. I love Renee.
That's awesome.
They're no shit. That kid's beating the hell out of everybody. He's been training his whole life. Yeah, he loves it too. So Santino, like wrestling's hard. So like it's really hard. You know, I was a wrestler, and
ask Jamie his high school record. He knows it.
yeah, of course I fucking know it, man.
What is it?
30-2, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I lost twice, like a whatever. So, but yeah, I'm really
I
excited.
love bringing it up because
I'm really excited to
Who'd
see
you
his
wrestle
career. Freelboro, we were
Okay.
terrible. I was the first district champ since like fucking forever.
Yeah, Freelboro's
Bruce
still not
Springsteen
very
went to
good.
Freelboro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. So yeah, I started in Old Bridge and then I went to Freehold.
That's
so,
why you're a wrestler.
Yeah, Old Bridge was wrestling town.
Yes, it is.
I want someone to make a documentary about kids today who are training so hard in sports and to see
It's
the
a different
families.
animal now.
It's a different animal, and to see the parents that are doing it on such a level.
You're absolutely right.
My
Yeah.
nephew down in Florida, I can't think of their names right. Faison is his name. His brother plays lacrosse and football at Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
And now he was just recruited. And so he's going to be the second son that's going to play football and lacrosse at Notre Dame. And I said, man, would I love to see a behind the scenes in that house
Yeah.
from the time they were like 10
Yeah.
on, to see how these parents.
But these kids are getting paid now.
well,
Yeah.
they're killing it.
And
Yeah.
also like Penn State I don't know if do you follow wrestling?
I do.
Did you see that like the high school kid beat the returning national champion in college? Which
Yeah.
like, dude, in my
A
day,
high school kid beat
Troy, this is
There's a
like
couple of kids that are so
this is
good.
just not like honestly, if you would have told me 10 years ago that could happen, I'd be like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I would have told you impossible
Yeah.
because the D1 level athlete compared to the high school is such a far gap.
Yeah, you just hold them down.
It's
at this point.
impossible.
No, it's like
But now these high school kids are beating kids in college. That
They're
is
also,
like
they're also 20 years old too.
Very
They're
true.
not. But they're.
True.
It's not. That's not
oh, you mean
to-
like left back and stuff?
That's not meant to take away from the accomplishment, but it's not as big of a gap.
got it.
Although
True.
the kid in
Yeah.
college is like 30. So
Yeah,
it's just what back to Jody, dude, just what the kid. So like look at me, right? I always tell people I wrestled at a high level. I wasn't good at a high level, but if my son was into wrestling, I would know all the ins and outs. I would be able to put him into the best practice rooms. I would be able to friggin' guide him
Yeah.
to be a rocket. Like there's
there's kids in wrestling now. Anthony Knox just signed to go to Rutgers. He
Oh,
moved
yeah.
from Cornell to Rutgers.
yeah.
The kid Bassett that went from Iowa to Virginia Tech, I think. Those are 7-figure deals.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yeah.
NIL money is 7 figures.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but
Yeah.
they're big numbers.
Knox is he's gray shirting this year,
Right.
and I was on the phone with Goodale because I'm trying to get back with Rutgers. I had a deal with Rutgers, and IMG was controlling it, and I didn't like them, but I'm still involved with Rutgers wrestling. I feed them every week all year, and I'm talking to Goody, and I'm like, could he win it now? And he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, like.
That would be
He's-
so cool to see.
He's like any he's like any day he's already top 4. He's like so Goody's really excited. So
Yeah, I'm excited to see Jersey.
oh
Kansas
come
City,
on,
and
yeah. Where'd you grow up, man?
I grew up in the Bronx in Staten Island.
Uh-huh.
Then I moved to Old Bridge.
Okay.
I wrestled in Old Bridge.
Okay, Kenny
Graduate.
Scott was that
yeah.
the coach?
Mine was
Scott.
Barry. I got to think of that.
Where in Old Bridge?
I went to Sauk.
Oh, I was a Lawrence Harbor kid.
Yeah, so I can't remember the name of it. And then I went to East Brunswick High School, and then went on to
Got
other
ya.
things.
East Brunswick. Greg T was from East Brunswick.
He was.
Yeah. Man, Bronx, huh?
We're running over time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're
Anyway,
running over
shout out to
time.
Arthur Avenue, man. They're fucking sandwiches. You ever been back to the Bronx to get a sandwich?
Yeah, Arthur.
And they're still like $7.
Yeah.
They must have a great lease, or their meat is stolen.
Or they own the building.
yeah. I don't know. Well, anyway, episode 2, season 3.
That's
I
right.
love this. I love when food people are on here.
Yeah. Especially when you guys are so passionate about it. And there's so much that goes into it. it's, you know, you go to a restaurant, you eat, you listen, you go out, you leave. But there's so much behind the scenes, and when you hear how you guys describe it, it makes me super excited. Like, it's unbelievable.
Thank you.
And then you got
You know?
fucking assholes who know nothing ripping us 1-star
Yeah,
reviews.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. But that's the world we live in, man.
That's it.
That's it.
all right.
That's it. You're ending it just like that.
I mean,
All right. Thanks for coming on.
I gotta stand up, man.
We'll be right back with a quick word from our sponsor.
Life moves fast, and so should your meals. At Eat Clean Bro, a proud family-owned company, we make eating healthy simple, affordable, and delicious. Every dish is crafted fresh, never frozen, with real ingredients you can trust. Whether you're chasing fitness goals, powering through long work days, or just want to feed your family right, we've got you covered. With lightning-fast delivery, chef-driven flavor, and nutrition you can feel good about, we make it easy to stay on track. Eat clean, feel great, and live unstoppable. Because when you fuel your body right, nothing can hold you back. Eat clean, bro. Real food, real fast, delivered.
So, Jamie, what was some of your bro show takeaways? Because this one was super impressive.
Yeah.
I had a lot.
I gotta tell you, man, I knew this was gonna be an awesome one.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas is qualified, bro. Like,
He's qualified as fuck.
how many times people start a business, have no idea what they're doing? He's like, yeah, no, me and my wife knew we couldn't fail. Like,
Bro,
well,
they filled out 14 credit card applications and sent them all out on the same day, and that's how they got their business loan. Like, that's super creative, man, because you couldn't do that nowadays. Back then, you could.
yeah,
You can't apply for 14 credit cards right now. They all talk to each other.
that was so fun.
Yeah.
I love that. I knew I would love that episode. I knew I would love having him here.
And I can't believe I never had the ice cream. I'm actually embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
You think they take that to offense? I don't think so, right? If at least I'm telling them I'm going to go.
Have you been to Delicious Orchards?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what do you mean? Yeah, of course. You haven't been to Rook. You haven't been to Nicholas Creamery.
Good point. But I have been there. Yes.
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 Okay. All right.
But I'm
have you
gonna try
have
the
you
ice
been Have you been to Lavotti's?
I have been Little Lotus.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just making sure you've been to the Butcher Block, right?
I have. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what were some of your key bro show takeaways? Go for it.
It's just nice to see some super qualified fucking guy out here living his dream, doing it the right way,
Mhm.
and it's nice. It's nice to be around like-minded people. So,
That's it.
dude, I thought that episode was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we drilled the fuck out of everything. I
Mhm.
mean, his story was sick.
Yep.
The wine, the bourbons, right? The whiskey, the ice cream, the menu, the story. I couldn't have been more happy with.
So much information.
Yeah, and then also like the Dave Portnoy story. I mean,
Yeah,
like
I
Dave
didn't know
thought he
that.
was getting kidnapped in New Jersey. Bro, New Jersey is such a wild place. And I guess because, like, you know, I'm born and raised here and I
Mhm.
get it. But, like, to outsiders, man, this is a weird fucking place to
Yeah,
people.
it is. Ashley says it to me all the time. She's like, you know, she's been here for 5 years now. She's like, it is. You guys are a different animal.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says it all the time.
Just, you know.
It's great.
He was,
But that's why we love it.
Oh, yeah. But I would love to have him back. I would love to have him and Joe Leone on. I mean, on an episode. Well, I don't know. There's just so much information between those two. I don't know. I think the episode might fucking explode. You know?
Yeah, we could break the internet.
Because, like, dude, when you're that qualified and, I mean, bro, decades and decades of, like, studying your craft, it's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
how,
still studying, still like doing new things. You know what I mean? That's what's awesome.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we touched on, like, some of the labor stuff, too. It's just the thing about, bro, the problem with America is everyone gets to vote. And it sounds wrong,
Mhm.
but it's like America is the country where it's like, yo, fuck the experts. We don't like them. They're mean.
Mhm.
We want to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
Like, look at healthcare. Well, all right, now everybody gets healthcare. All right, what happened to healthcare? Well, the price of it went through the fucking roof,
Mhm.
and the quality of it went into the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
Like, yo, sometimes things sound good. Yeah, man, we don't have to tip our waiter no more. All right, cool. Well, what happens when you go out to a nice fucking restaurant
Yeah.
and want a good meal? Well, when your fucking steak gets body slammed onto a table from someone who don't give a fuck,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, like,
Yeah. Something's going to suffer.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it does, and it always does. And the thing is, bro, like, I don't know, maybe once the population goes into reverse and there's less kids coming out of college and are growing up,
Yeah.
we could have a decent fucking civilization. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's whatever, man. I don't know.
Okay. Well, this one was good.
Oh, it was great.
Season 3, episode 2. Like and follow, subscribe, comment, all that fun shit that gets these posts going.
You know,
We love it.
another thing though, dude.
Yeah.
Like he said about the future.
Yeah.
And he said it subtly, but basically, when like, you know, trying to get the servers out of the restaurant, and then what, bro? What's it going to be? Robot? Like, it's just sad. Whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it's the future. We got to embrace it. Like, I was thinking about Netflix. I was thinking about Stranger Things.
Yeah.
There's these AI filmmakers that are like making movies in 4 minutes.
Yes.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yes.
Like, could that top, like, could like some independent AI filmmaker like George Lucas just start making crazy series that people subscribe to?
Yes.
And like, is that how people are going to start making money? Like people's imagination and stories. They're like, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to look bad. Like, I don't want to look down at it. I come from the industry. So when I see like I deeply care about my industry. I care about, you know, I care about these people, the people that own the restaurants, work in the restaurants. I know how, you know, it's like the place I come from. So when I see it being affected, it bothers me, but I don't know what the future holds, man. I mean, who would have ever fucking thought OnlyFans would pay more than the NBA?
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't think it's good that girls or whoever does this, but I don't know where the future's going, man.
It's scary.
Like,
honestly, I think it's scary.
In 30 years, there could be restaurants with no servers easily. Maybe sooner.
Yeah, maybe sooner.
So
unless Terminator, you know, like unless we just get taken out.
So
because that could happen.
It could. This was a great episode. I can't wait to re-listen to it.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that fun shit. Peace.
Bro Show.